Hello again, everybody, and welcome out to District Atlanta for another great night of Championship District Wrestling. I'm Brandon Benfield alongside the great Gerard Bonner. And, buddy, we have a great card lined up.
Another amazing night filled with fantastic action as the story of Championship District Wrestling continues here tonight.
We've got a great crowd on hand, so let's get underway and send it to the ring. Well, GB, we're starting things out with a hot tag team matchup. We got the Outrunners getting ready to take on TSF.
Yeah, this ought to be a fantastic tag team match, and here's the announcements. The team of Turbo Floyd and Truth Magnum, they are back with us here at CDW. If you joined us for show number 3, you remember them being a part of that massive tag team turmoil gauntlet match, and they certainly made an impression, and they're back with us here to kick off this special show.
Well, GB, you mentioned the gauntlet match, and if you'll recall, they used, let's say, some dastardly tactics to eliminate this team that's about to come out here, that being TSF.
Dastardly tactics, chicanery, trickery, all of those things would certainly fit the bill, and now it's going to be interesting to see what happens when both of these teams are operating at full capacity and are fully fresh.
And that's a big key right there, GB. Both teams will be fresh coming into this opening contest here tonight at our 4th show for Championship District Wrestling.
I'll tell you, it's an exciting thing. One of the great things that 2022 has produced, to say that 3 times fast, is Championship District Wrestling.
Absolutely.
These guys are ready. This hot crowd here tonight at District Atlanta is ready.
Play music again, who cares?
And you see the confidence right there. Turbo Floyd there, Truth Magnum, very confident. But they're going to have their work cut out for them as they take on TSF.
I'll tell you what, I can't say enough about TSF. Yeah, and here they come. TSF, they've had quite the story, certainly in all of independent wrestling, but especially here in CDW. Who can forget their debut show when they came out and they were horribly attacked? In fact, Rosario Grill, his ribs were broken after what happened in that match, and they have fought really, really hard to make a comeback, and here they go.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear some noise! Come on!
Grillo's fired up.
For those of you who were with us last time, we faced these gentlemen in the ring last show.
Who won, baby?
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up, because who won? It was the Outrunners. But if you watch the footage, they cheated. They cheated. They're nothing but no good cheaters. You were trying to outlaw TSF by cheating. So you know what we're gonna do tonight? We're gonna have a fair match. We're good guys. You know, look at us. Look at this. Look at this face. So tonight, no cheating, and we're gonna show you why the only thing that matters in professional wrestling is death, taxes, TSF.
There you go. I talked about how the Outrunners look confident. Well, here comes Rosario Grillo, Hotshot Hunter Knott, and they're seeming pretty confident as well.
Let's get this match going, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, they certainly do. They certainly do seem very confident, and I think TSF left out one really important fact, that in dealing with this gauntlet match they were in, they had already wrestled 2 or 3 other teams in hotly contested matches, so they were nowhere close to being fresh when the Outrunners came in and then had to use dastardly tactics to get a win.
Absolutely, and now we see both Turbo and Truth out there on the outside trying to come up with a game plan here. You see how they're not doing a
chicken dance,
I guess you could say.
Yeah, you could say that. So with that said, it looks like we're about to get things started here. I'm excited. Again, the tag team division here in Championship District Wrestling has really been second to none. We have tag teams really from all over the place showing up to be a part of what's happening here at CDW.
Absolutely, a very special division. You're right, GB. And of course, Luz Santiago, our official for this first match, calls for the bell. And starting things out, we got Truth rather, and Rosario Grillo into the side headlock though.
Yes.
Truth Magnum.
Yeah, it's Truth Magnum here. And again, these two guys really, when I look at the Outrunners, I think about some of the great tag teams from the 80s, like the Fabulous Ones, or better yet, the Midnight Express. I'm getting a lot of Midnight Express vibes from this tag team at the Outrunners. Look at that.
Bit of an arm drag there. I'm not sure if he caught all of it, but it sent Truth Magnum out to the outside. Now Rosario Grillo standing tall here in the center of the ring.
Well, Grillo caught enough of that, and part of what he did was he utilized Turbo's own momentum against him, and that's really exciting to see. Again, you can look at this. The Outrunners have been in this game for a little bit, but here's the thing about TSF. When you start thinking about tag team wrestling, TSF has really been the embodiment of what a true tag team is.
Collar and elbow lockup now once again. Now Rosario Grillo working on the arm, the wrist there of Truth Magnum. Going to tag in Hotshot Hunter Knott here for TSF, making his way into the ring for the first time in this matchup.
Oh, look at that. Smart move. Now, this right here is where we're starting to see the experience factor of the Outrunners show up. They've been paying attention, and whether you like their tactics or not, it's clear they've been watching film on TSF.
We saw Truth there slamming on the brakes, head to the outside, and on the outside is part of their Turbo telling the referee that they were grabbing the hair. But I didn't see that. I don't know what he's talking about.
I definitely didn't see that either, and I think if anyone would see it, would have been our referee.
This crowd letting the Outrunners have it in the early goings of this matchup. Now, Truth tagging in Turbo Floyd here.
Turbo Floyd, certainly, you could argue he could be kind of the power of this team, but both of the members of the Outrunners are certainly evenly matched when it comes to power and even, dare I say, trickery here. We're going to find out what it is that Turbo Floyd is bringing to the table.
Hunter Knott into the rear waistlock, but a big back elbow there from Turbo. And Turbo struggled a little bit in the ring.
Well, again, you think about, and I mentioned these tag teams from the 80s, I'm getting just a lot of that. Again, I mentioned the Midnight Express. I think about Stan Lane, and I think about these guys, Bobby Eaton, and these old school guys who really revolutionized tag team wrestling. And I think that both of the teams we have here are a bit of a renaissance, a throwback to what tag team wrestling was as we move the bar forward.
Now, GB, I don't know if you just caught that. Turbo, though, was arguing earlier that they were grabbing his hair, and he just grabbed a handful of Hunter Knott's hair. Hunter Knott now reversing it into a side headlock of his own.
Well, it's clear that the Outrunners will outrun the truth when it is not on their side, and certainly that's what they're doing here. But what I'm interested in here is we're seeing an actual wrestling match. Not a lot of chicanery here, but we're seeing hold for hold and move for move here between TSF and the Outrunners. Wow, big uppercut there.
What a shot there from Hunter Knott. They call him the hot shot for a reason.
And the Hunter Knott, the hot shot, all of TSF, they really have axes to grind and chips on their shoulder. Since they've been here in CDW, they've had people turn on them. They've had people, turn their backs and do pretty bad things to them. And so they really have a strong chip. Again, they were, oh man, what a chop. They were cheated significantly, of course, at the last show. And so payback is what's on their mind. And I'm intrigued to see how they're going to walk that level of aggression out needed. And there's a return shot there. And you can see, look at the face right there of the hot shot Hunter Knott.
He's fired up now. Truth Magnum in a world of trouble. There's another chop. Finally sends him down to the mat.
I am loving what we're seeing here. And another great tag into Rosario Grillo.
Grillo back in. Tag team work here. Double back elbow there to Truth Magnum. Double elbow drop, but nobody home. Magnum able to get out of the way. Tags in Turbo Floyd.
There's a part of me that wonders if we are literally in the midst of seeing the next great tag team rivalry here in Championship District Wrestling between these two teams. And look at that!
Big back body drop and a double hip toss. Both members of the Outrunners now in trouble.
Very creative offense coming from TSF. We're still not fully sure of the... And just that fast, the tide has turned. The rope pulled down, Rosario Grillo out to the outside, and that's a really dangerous area. There's not a lot of room there between the ring and the rest of the stage in here.
And you got an OGB, like you said, the venue here. Now, wait a second. Turbo's in the ring acting like Hunter popped him in the nose, but I I didn't see that.
No,
Meanwhile, on the outside, Truth Magnum with the boot across the throat of Rosario Grillo.
You know, and you got to remember, we talked about it earlier, how just a couple of months ago, Rosario Grillo, right here in this very ring, had his ribs broken by members of BGU. It takes a long time for your ribs to be able to heal up, and he's tried to come back pretty fast, but that's got to come back to hurt him and haunt him in this match.
And as you mentioned, the danger at the outside here. You see how close the ring is to our, it's kind of the DJ booth counter right there. When he went flying over, I think he caught his foot. It also probably hurt the ribs as well, the previously injured ribs.
Absolutely.
And now he's in trouble here. He's in enemy territory as he's in the corner of the Outrunners, and here comes Truth. And look at that, Rosario Grillo firing back with a boot and a forearm.
And here comes the fight. Rosario fighting his way. Oh my gosh, but what a large forearm. A forearm really to the side of the head of Grillo, and Grillo fell out like a light.
And he's down, going for a pin attempt here. Not the best pin, but maybe just trying to wear him down a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not sure he was trying to pin for function as much as he was for form. Really just trying to use that to wear out his opponent, Rosario Grillo. But look at this, Grillo. There's a blind tag there.
Oh, atomic drop there. And yeah, you're right, the blind tag, I don't think Grillo saw it.
He definitely didn't see it. And now here we go, missed one clothesline, but the other one got him.
And Turbo caught all of that clothesline, and he's going to go for a pin here. Again, he's playing to the crowd quite a bit.
Yeah, I think this is a bad use of time there from Turbo Floyd. He really needs to stick on to Rosario Grillo. He certainly stunned him with that clothesline.
Here's a pin attempt.
Yeah, lackadaisical and dare I say arrogant cover there. And again, I say it was more so for form than it was for function. He was just trying to wear down Rosario Grillo. That actually could be a mistake instead of actually fully going for the pin.
Grillo in trouble here, down in the corner as his face caught that turnbuckle on the way down. Snapmare takeover here from Turbo. And now just a weird chin lock, just trying to cut off the air supply here for Grillo.
You know, you got to wonder, as we've been seeing so many great tag teams come here through Championship District Wrestling, at what point, you know, at some point there will likely be tag team championships, and these two teams could be teams competing for that, just based on the amazing rivalry that we're seeing develop right now.
Absolutely. Another snapmare there from Turbo, and an elbow drop, and nobody home as Grillo able to roll out of the way, and he desperately needs to make a tag.
He absolutely has to get over to the corner. Tag was made on the Outrunners side, but no, they came in just in enough time to block TSF. But there's a big knee missed by Truth Magnum.
And now Grillo struggling to get back to his feet using that top rope, but he's in enemy territory once again. He again delivers a boot and a back elbow here. He's trying to find his way out of the corner.
He certainly is, and look at this. Through the legs, trying to crawl and make his way over.
He's so close.
So close, but yet so far.
Truth able to grab the foot. And now Turbo's back in the ring. I didn't see a tag made. Double elbow drop attempt, but nobody home as Grillo rolls out of the way once again.
The referee trying to get control, but there's a clear tag. Referee saw that. Here comes Hunter Knott.
Hunter Knott delivering a big lariat there to Truth, and one for Turbo as well, taking down both members of the Outrunners. There's another one.
Turbo is out on his feet right now. Massive clothesline there. And now in full control right now is TSF.
Hunter Knott with a back elbow there to Truth, and one for Turbo as well. Perhaps looking for a bulldog. A bulldog lariat combination takes out both members of the Outrunners, and a kip up there from Hotshot Hunter Knott.
Hunter Knott is in control, and this crowd is going crazy here at Championship District Wrestling.
Hunter Knott impressive here tonight. And look at this.
Look at that.
Hunter pulling a trick out of the playbook of the Outrunners.
Absolutely.
What? No, this time it's you, isn't it? No.
Lou Santiago reprimanding Turbo here.
A brilliant move. Oh,
but a quick roll up here for Truth Magnum. The referee's out of position.
Totally out of position there.
Hunter Knott able to escape, and now a knee to the midsection there from Truth Magnum, right to the gut of Hunter Knott.
It's so interesting because we expected trickery there from the side of the Outrunners, but TSF, look at this.
A crossbody, wait a second. Shades of what happened in the last show.
But a reversal here.
Quick reversal from Hunter Knott.
And they got him.
He got him. TSF are your winners. What a match.
So you could make the argument that if indeed this is the rubber match goes to TSF, pulling some chicanery right there out of the playbook of the Outrunners. A big win for TSF.
Definitely getting a measure of revenge here after what happened last month. And you know TSF has got to feel good
Certainly
to be back on the winning track.
You know, there's an old saying that said what's good for the goose is good for the gander, and I think that's definitely what we saw in the Outrunners. They're not happy about it. I understand why they're not happy about it, but hey, these tricks certainly work. Shout out to TSF, another fantastic win here for this tag team who's doing big, big things here in Championship District Wrestling.
Absolutely. What a way to open this show. Whew. Well, GB, we've been seeing about this all month long, this open challenge. Austin Green, the NFC heavyweight champion, of course, also the bodyguard of Diamond Sheik, one of the co-owners here of CDW.
Absolutely, Austin Green has been just a real force here in Championship District Wrestling, and well, he's not coming alone.
This is the biggest boss in the game, Ricky Rosé, and every mother I'm qualified for this motherfucking belt right here. This is the Diamond Champion belt. And for those who that don't know, it's the Diamond Sheik. What up, bro? And for those who don't know, he's a certified diamond jeweler. Big money, real wrestler. And for you motherfuckers out there that wanna come get this money, wanna come get these diamonds and these stones, you gotta take that loss first. I'm taking that loss.
So here it is, the Diamond Champion is here. The Diamond Sheik, along with, of course, Austin Green, the NFC Heavyweight Champion. And speaking of guests, we got a special guest hanging with us today. It's Steven Jensen from Fightful. How are you, Steven?
Man, I'm great. Thank you guys so much, Jamar and Brandon, for inviting me on. I really, really appreciate it. I'm really looking forward to this match, especially coming off last show. Carly Bravo was done so dirty by Diamond Sheik, and here we are, so can't wait to see what happens.
Absolutely. It's funny that you mentioned that Carly Bravo. Many would call him the actual uncrowned Diamond Champion, but here's the Diamond Sheik. Wow.
Diamond Sheik is in the ring, you pay attention. It's money looking at you, you understand? I know that you haven't experienced this in your whole life. Look at you. Overalls, come on. Get with the program, man. Why would you do a winner? This is an open challenge. For the NFC Heavyweight Championship, for the Diamond Championship, and for $100,000.
Wow. Wow.
Okay? Someone said, show me.
Sheik upping the ante a little bit here.
He certainly is, and he's got $100,000 in there.
That's cold hard cash, GB.
That is.
Hang on, I might want to get in on this open
Steven,
challenge.
you want to get in on this?
I don't think I can take these guys, but that money's very enticing.
So now the question is, who's going to answer?
Oh, we hear the music. Who do we have here coming out?
This open challenge, and this is a first. We've had open challenges before, but we've never had one open challenge for two different championships at the same time. So Aaron Dallas could really hit it big here tonight. If he can manage, he and whomever his partner might be, to answer this challenge, if they get the pin, they're walking away with two titles tonight.
Now my question is, which of the partners gets which title?
I guess it'll be depending on who pins who.
Yeah, good point here. Let's see if his partner's gonna. Who's gonna be here?
Who's stepping up? That's the real question.
Looks like his tag team partner here is Kirk. The two Aarons here getting ready to accept this open challenge. Now, of course, Kirk tagged with Dallas at the Nightmare Factory Showcase number 2.
That's right.
So these guys are familiar with each other as a tag team.
They certainly are. You know, I will say this, for as great of a moment as that is, I hope they understand what they're getting themselves into. I mean, let's look at it here. Austin Green is undefeated here, and not just in CDW, but he's undefeated in MMA as well. That's why he's the NFC Heavyweight Champion. And then the Diamond Sheik, well, the Diamond Sheik has found ways to maneuver the rules to whatever his liking is, so these two have quite the stiff challenge ahead of them.
Well, you know, when you create your own belt, the Diamond Championship, you can kind of, I guess, do whatever you want. We've seen that. You mentioned earlier, Steven, with the Carly Bravo match.
Yes, absolutely, and not just that.
These two, this is the only team that holds a victory over me and Austin.
That's right, in that showcase.
That's right. We were there for that showcase.
We sure were. We saw that showcase, and again, the taste of defeat there, but he says that was the only time they've lost a match. Well, and we're going to see if they can, how the two Aarons are going to do here tonight.
And let's face it, we were there for that Nightmare Factory Showcase number 2. The difference is a lot of time has passed between that, and these two guys, both of these teams are very, very different.
They've also come a long way since then.
A very long way. So this is going to be really, really fun to see. Steven, man, what are your thoughts on this team of the Diamond Sheik and Austin Green?
Very interesting team up. I mean, Austin Green, as you said, I mean, on the last show alone, he beat like 10 guys by himself.
He sure did.
His CDW record's got to be like 15-0 at this point.
Absolutely.
Like 3 matches.
All in one night.
And Diamond Sheik, like we've been saying, you know, Carly Bravo had his number and technicality last show. So, you know, the mind of the Sheik and the strength and the MMA abilities of Austin Green is going to be for a very interesting tag team tonight.
It certainly is. Meanwhile, Kirk is in there, and he had somewhat of an advantage until that right there, a bit of an eye poke, which again is kind of hard to do anything when your eyes are poking, you can't see.
Forearm shiver there from the Sheik to Kirk. Now Kirk in the corner being held up there by Austin Green, the bodyguard, but look at Sheik. Sheik's grabbed the suitcase, or the briefcase full of cash.
So wait, I don't understand this to be a no disqualification match.
Well, we do know that in the last show it was Sheik's rules against Carly Bravo, so there's no telling.
There really is no telling, and now it looks like there's been a tag, perhaps?
Atomic drop there from Dallas. However, Austin Green comes in and intercepts Kirk.
And now look at it, it's the $1 billion dream.
$1 billion dream there. It looked like
he tapped.
He was tapped, but he's not the legal man, I guess. And look at this. Green. Oh my goodness. And Austin Green with the pin on Kirk. And that's going to do it.
That's a wrap.
My goodness. What an impressive show of strength there from Sheik and Austin Green.
Yeah. I can't say we're exactly surprised by this result.
Austin Green, the Diamond Sheik.
Pretty impressive for sure, man. I mean, you were exactly right. You were impressed with this team. And Steven, they didn't come to play games.
No, they didn't. Now, I will say, I would have been interested to see one of these Aarons have to compete in mixed martial arts for that NFC title. But nonetheless, we have Austin Green still the champion, and Diamond Sheik is still the champion as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing some more people challenge these guys, because Diamond Sheik just keeps getting away with these dirty tactics, and I feel like someone's eventually going to have his number.
Yeah, I would agree. At some point, someone will, and in this historic challenge.
Well, no, wait a second. Sheik's calling for the mic again.
That's right. That's what happens when you mess with Big Me Austin Green. Look who's still the champ, baby. Look who's taking home their money, baby. That's right. None of y'all, just me. And another thing. We're not done. We're not done. I ain't had enough yet. I ain't even worked up a sweat.
Well, no, wait a second.
You want more, big man? Yeah. He wants more!
Well, just like last show,
If you
he had
have
multiple
guys in the
opponents.
back to come out and face up for the titles, and guess what? I'll go ahead and put the money back on the line too. Come on out here and face us if you got what it takes.
I Another open challenge.
This is a new level of confidence, okay? If I'm putting $100,000 on the line and I get past the first match, I'm not doing it again.
I'm with you 100%.
And so I don't understand this, but I hope this is
You
not.
heard us, give them more. Who wants it?
I mean, we've got a crowded locker room back there. Oh, look at this. It's Parker Lee. Parker Lee being a fan favorite here at CDW. You hear the crowd here at District Atlanta coming alive.
Ladies and gentlemen, Parker Lee.
Now I like the sound of this.
Parker Lee, we kicked you out of BGU. Nobody even likes you. You don't have any friends. What are you gonna do? Face us by yourself?
He does bring up a point there. I don't know who's going to team up with Parker Lee here.
Yeah, Parker
He
Lee's-
got picked out of BGU.
He certainly did. And he's kind of been standing on his own this entire run here in CDW. So the question now is who will accompany him, because you can't really take on a tag team by yourself, unless he wants both titles.
I see somebody. Show yourself.
Wait a second. One half of the business here. That's Caleb Teninty.
It certainly is. I guess we got a match here.
Caleb Teninty.
So
We have ourselves a match.
an interesting pairing here.
A very interesting pairing. We know Caleb Teninty, usually part of the tag team known as The Business, and he's opting to
Look out.
team with Parker Lee, and here we go.
And now Teninty and Parker Lee on the attack, but now Austin Green firing away with the big body shots against Teninty, and Sheik has Parker Lee in the opposite corner. Now look out.
And look what he done there. Double drop kick.
Teninty and Parker Lee now able to reverse the momentum, and now, I thought Austin Green almost went out of the ring. Oh, and he does. After two drop kicks, one from Teninty and one from Lee.
So let's be clear, we've not seen any tag team take it to either of these guys like this. Wow.
And look out, ParkerLee on the ring apron. Teninty went for a dive against Sheik. Not sure if he caught all of it.
But Teninty,
Heads up, over the top rope, another dive. Are you kidding me? He had a dive into a flatliner, and it looked like Austin Green got the worst of that for sure.
I'll tell you what, nobody is taking it to this tag team like we're seeing in this impromptu team of Parker Lee and Caleb Teninty.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone take it to Green, period, like this.
You're exactly right. MMA or in the world of pro wrestling. So now this is a real challenge, and if I'm the Diamond Sheik, I'm a little nervous, but no.
Teninty from the top rope, crossbody, but Green catches him. Oh, and a huge scoop slam right in the center of the ring. Meanwhile, on the outside, the Sheik took out Parker Lee on the ring apron.
I'll tell you, this is a scary, scary thing here that we're seeing from the Diamond Sheik and, of course, Austin Green. Austin Green going to work right now on Caleb Teninty.
Some of that MMA influence there with the ground and pound from Austin Green, and now just dumping him in the corner.
You know, the sheer power and strength there of Austin Green towers over most as he's doing in this space, and I'm sure he doesn't like being taken off his feet.
And you know, you mentioned earlier, GB, Teninty, one half of the business with his partner Casey Rocker. We're not used to seeing him tag with Parker Lee, so it'd be interesting to see how they're going to work together. But right now, Teninty's still in trouble as Green's getting in the face of Paul Santa, our official.
To say Austin Green is incredibly intimidating.
Oh, look out. Teninty able to kick out again with that pin. You see how he's grinding that forearm right across the nose of Teninty.
So, Steve, let me ask you, man, what do you think that Parker Lee and Caleb Teninty would need to do to be able to squeak out the upset win here over these champions?
So I think first off, Parker needs that tag.
Yes.
He really wants to get in that ring, and it looks like that tag needs to be made. That said, I mean, we've been talking about Green this whole match and the match before. He's not only comfortable on his feet, I've seen him with submission skills, triangle chokes, and that kind of stuff in MMA too. So that's just dangerous all over.
Absolutely.
I think that if they can pull off some double team moves here against him, and also if they can isolate the Sheik,
Absolutely, and as you mentioned, Steven, I mean, Austin Green's been pretty much unstoppable since CDW started a few months ago.
Absolutely.
And look at this, double team in the corner as the referee's distracted by Parker Lee.
And when you're this unstoppable and you have the unlimited finances of the Diamond Sheik behind you, literally anything is possible, as we're seeing between this tag team here.
Sheik now gets tagged back into the ring, and an elbow drop right to the spine of Caleb Teninty, and he caught all of that elbow.
And he put about $1 billion behind that elbow. Impressive there from the Diamond Sheik.
Teninty now struggling to get back to his feet. No, he's going to stay planted though. The Sheik now with the knee firmly in the spine, just reaching back in the arms of Teninty.
This is a scary, scary time when you think of the dominance again of the Diamond Sheik, Austin Green. Can they be stopped?
Well, and I think she's doing a great job as well with Teninty, keeping him kind of in like his quarter of the ring.
For sure.
So he's
Hang on.
So he's stopping that tag from Parker, but also being fresh, being able to make that tag to his teammate and keeping it going.
Diamond Sheik let Parker know that he's number one in no uncertain terms here.
But that was such a smart move there from the Sheik to get the referee distracted and to move Teninty back to their corner, as you were mentioning, Steven.
And we talked about earlier, Parker and Teninty are not normal tag team partners.
They're not.
And of course, Parker's not used to tagging in general. So you see, he's not used to these getting in there, distracting the referee, putting his partner at a disadvantage here.
But here's what's so interesting about this. This is a tag team match for 2 singles championships. So part of me wonders,
I think the whole building just shook.
I don't know that anybody cares, but I wonder at this point, at least little Teninty, he can't get up, but he gets out of there.
Teninty somehow digging down deep. The fortitude of Teninty here is impressive.
It is absolutely impressive, and I'm looking at Teninty, and part of you were asking why would Teninty take a match like this. I think Teninty might be interested in one of those singles championships, such that he really doesn't have to team with Parker anymore if he wins his title.
Also the money, right?
Absolutely.
That's a big
Absolutely. Oh, Seven there. Just rocked Diamond Sheik.
I mean, think about the 100, that's 6 figures.
Oh, heads up, heads up, heads up. Oh! He landed. He was able to land and able to tag in Parker Lee. Parker Lee springboard drop kick sends Green back into the corner. Here comes Diamond Sheik. Oh! And a kick right to the jaw of Sheik. And Seven there for Green.
And things have definitely picked up here. Parker Lee is on fire right now.
Back and forth like a ping pong ball, just back and forth across the ring. Oh, and he got out of the way just in time, and Green caught his own man.
I want a drop kick there.
The shotgun drop kick from the heavens there takes down Austin Green.
And think about this, Parker Lee has been wanting to get his hands on Green and the Diamond Sheik ever since the first show with BTU.
A neck breaker DDT combination. Now he's going for a pin on Austin Green, the legal man, but the strength of Austin Green, the bodyguard, with that kick out.
What? I'm telling you, it is crazy right now here in the CDW Arena, here in District Atlanta, and now Parker Lee goes to where he's most comfortable, up to the top rope.
Oh, but wait a second, the Sheik knocking the top rope and knocking his feet out from under Parker Lee, but Teninty back in the ring now as he goes on the attack against Sheik, but Austin Green right there to answer him.
And here's the thing, you're not going to outpower Austin Green. Green gets him up. Oh no! Turn it into a DDT!
Tilt the wall DDT and heads up. Parker Lee's up high.
Parker Lee.
Second dog going to the second. Turn up on the frog splash.
This could be it. 1, 2.
And just barely. I don't know that I've ever seen Austin Green in that kind of predicament.
We certainly have not, and this was the closest we've seen to Austin Green losing the NFC Championship.
The Sheik now on the outside, taking it to Parker Lee, face first against the ring apron. Now Teninty on his own here is in trouble.
Meanwhile, Teninty right now is in big trouble. He's in there with both Green and the Sheik, but Green's got him up.
A Falcon Arrow of sorts is planted. Teninty, but wait, I think it turned into a jawbreaker.
He certainly did. Almost like Slumdog Millionaire. Sheik got him in that big sidewalk slam.
And Teninty able to, at least he's able to roll out of the ring though. I don't know if he's doing it on purpose or just out of instinct. And look at this, a jawbreaker from Parker Lee back in.
Parker Lee in this ring. And I think the referee's kind of lost control in terms of who the legal man is. But oh no!
The last call there by Austin Green. And that is gonna do it.
That was a valiant showing, though.
What an effort. You're right, Steven. What an effort there from Parker Lee and Teninty.
That was absolutely crazy. What a showing there from Teninty and Parker Lee. Well, you're winners and still champions, but let me tell you, they fought hard, and they nearly lost that one. Let's face it, these two nearly went home without their championships and without 6 figures.
Two title defenses here tonight. And this impromptu match, the second title defense. And I really thought they were going to lose it there for a second. But I tell you what, Austin Green, we've said it time and time again, is an unstoppable monster here at CDW. But Steven, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to see you a little later on tonight as well.
Yes, sir, guys. I'll be back a little bit later for more of this action here at Championship District Wrestling.
Absolutely. Thank you, buddy.
And as we can see here, Austin Green, the Diamond Sheik, walking out the same way they came in, with championships and with money.
That's right. Briefcase still in hand, championship belt still in hand. But again, look at back in the ring here, Caleb Teninty.
Yeah, you know, you got to wonder, Teninty's back in the ring there, and he pulls up Parker Lee there. So, yeah, a great one-time partnership for sure.
Great respect shown there from Teninty and Parker Lee.
Yeah.
And a great effort. The fans here at CDW showing the appreciation. Great job, guys.
Awesome.
And again, this time, in a triple threat match for the Invictus Pro Social Media Championship. And here comes the big man, Null. What an intimidating presence.
An extremely intimidating presence. And we remember very clearly what happened last month. These two guys were massive. I'm talking about Null and Jai Cole. They were such... Well, we'll tell you more later. So here it is, Null, and he's got a sign in his hand. What in the world does that sign from Null say? Null, 6'7" tall. He is a problem, if problem ever was a word, trained by Dustin Rhodes, and he's ready to get his hands on championship gold here, and a way to get over his previous opponent being Jai Cole.
You know, I know we talked about this before the show, GB, but I really do hope they reinforce this ring. We said that last month when it was just Null and Jai Cole, but the fact it's those two plus Big Trouble Ben Bishop, we might all be in trouble here tonight.
Yeah, we could be.
This match is a little early in the card. We've got a lot of show to get to, so if the ring gets destroyed, I don't know what we're going to do.
I don't know. I hope there's a ring on standby if it's not reinforced.
There he is, Jai Cole back in the building.
They call him the King Beast. They call him the Black Star. They could call him tonight champion. His name is Jai Cole, and I can't get over the sight of Jai Cole and Null last month here at CDW. We're gonna run it back, but we're gonna up the ante and up the stakes.
I mean, if you recall last month, and if you haven't, go back and watch it on our YouTube channel. But if you recall, GB, the entire locker room emptied out trying to get these two guys apart after the match was considered a no contest.
Absolutely, and we're gonna run it back. But on top of running it back, we're gonna add a third competitor, and this third I like this, Jai Cole weighing down the referee with that gold.
Lou Santiago there, not even, I don't know if he would be able to stand up straight with that around his neck.
Nah, he's got to do some more neck exercises for that one.
Here we go. Representing BGU, Big Trouble Ben Bishop. He is the Invictus Pro Social Media Champion. As you see, flanked by Jameson, Ryan, and the Bull, Brandon Bullock.
You got the Diamond Sheik, of course. He's got the Diamond Championship. You've got Austin Green with the NFC Heavyweight Championship. And now you've got Big Trouble Ben Bishop with the Invictus Pro Social Media Championship. And so we got a sight on our hands here. Three guys who are used to being the biggest guy in the yard. And now all of them are really looking eyeball to eyeball at each other as they're going to be battling for the Social Media Championship. I am really excited what's going to happen when these three lock horns. And it's about to happen right before your eyes.
This is going to be something special here tonight.
I mean, look at this. Noel is 6'7" tall, and he has to look up to big trouble Ben Bishop.
And that's not something he's used to doing with anybody else.
You got that right.
Oh, look at that. Jai Cole just taking the title belt out of Big Trouble's hands. And you see Bishop just snatching it right back.
Why not? Referee, you have your hands full. There's the goal, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you want to see these big guys fight, don't y'all? I want to see them destroy this ring. Referee, are you ready? Let's go.
Well, let's hope they don't destroy the ring. As I mentioned, we've got a lot of show left here, but I do hope the ring was reinforced as Lou Santiago has his hands full indeed. He calls for the bell, and look at this, Jai Cole going right after Noel to start.
Literally, we are picking up right where the last show left off, and here's one of the big differences between this show and the last show. It's not just that there's a championship on the line, but the fact that we have
power. What a scoop slam by Noel to Jai Cole, and Ben Bishop being wide, just kind of staying out of the way.
The fact that this is a triple threat match means a couple of things. Number one, we're looking for the first fall to the finish. And number two, there is no count out, there is no disqualification. There's got to be a winner here. So we're not going to have to clear out the locker room to stop these guys. Somebody's going to have to get a pinfall.
That's right, what a collision there. Oh, and another one, another collision, but no guy is they're barely budging, GP.
Listen, what happens when an oak tree takes on a maple tree?
A big knee right in the midsection there from Ben Bishop to Noel.
And think about how hard these guys have to hit each other to knock each other down, since we are dealing with guys who are well over 6 feet 5 inches, 6'6". They're looking more like 7 feet tall. And you're dealing with guys who are super strong. Again, when you're used to being the biggest man in the room, suddenly you're going to have to pull into something extra, something deeper to be able to knock a big man off of his feet.
And as if Noel wasn't intimidating enough, he's got that terrifying mask on.
That's right.
That's just to add a little bit more brutality there with those clubbing forearms. And now him and Bishop trying to lock up again, but a big shot right to the jaw. Look at that. Like a wrecking ball. Here comes Jai Cole taking out both of the big men. That was impressive.
That was incredibly impressive there. And this is I would dare say that while the height advantage belongs to Ben Bishop and Noel, the strength advantage belongs to that man right there, Jai Cole.
Oh, spear! What a spear to Ben Bishop. The champ goes down, and Jai Cole is taking care of business here in this triple threat matchup.
And remember, the champion does not have to be pinned or submitted to lose his championship.
Look at the strength.
Happen just as fast.
Look at the strength. But Noel able to escape, and now he's looking for a choke slam, perhaps.
Oh, wait.
No, we might get a double choke slam. A little bit of teamwork here. A double choke slam from Bishop, and Noel takes down Jai Cole, but Jai Cole is down in the course. A big shot there to Noel. A short-lived alliance here between Noel and Bishop.
This is look at the size of the legs of Ben Bishop. That's what happens when you're nearly 7 feet tall.
You're right, shades of Kevin Nash there with the big boot right across the throat.
Absolutely, and when you start thinking about great big men, you mentioned Kevin Nash, you think about The Undertaker, you think about some of the major big men in the history of this business, and I think these three guys could mention their names alongside of them with the career that they could each have.
Whoa! And again, shaking the building here, hooks the inside leg with his back press, but Cole in there to break it up.
Well, I tell you, you're talking about shaking the building. Ben Bishop likes to be known as the pillar shaking, the earthquake. He is big trouble. He is the Invictus Pro social media champion. But for how much longer? If Jai Cole has anything to say about it, it won't last past this matchup.
And again, you mentioned earlier triple threat rules here. No DQ, as you saw. Cole just choking Bishop across that center strand, and the referee couldn't do anything about it.
Well, you talked about them reinforcing the ropes. I hope they did, because I'll tell you, moments like that, I was wondering, will the ropes bust?
And if they do, who knows what's going to be shooting into the crowd.
Exactly. We could be in for a long, long night here. Oh, my God, what a chop there from Jai Cole.
Open hand chop right across the chest to Ben Bishop there from Cole.
And look at the confidence of Cole.
And the crowd wants another one, but Bishop fires back. Oh, a double chop this time from Jai Cole.
Go get DJ Khaled. smiling because that was another one.
Oh, look at this. Look at the strength.
Suplex.
What a suplex there from Cole. You mentioned the height advantage going to the other guys, but Cole with the strength advantage here. The pin attempt, no, broken up by Noel at the last second.
And Noel had to break that up because, again, the first pinfall to a finish becomes the Invictus Pro social media champion. Noel could not afford to allow that pin to happen.
And you can just feel those clubbing blows all the way over here, reverberating. And a big uppercut there from Noel to Jai Cole in the corner.
My goodness. Oh, my gosh.
Cole delivered some big chops earlier. Now Noel returning the favor.
Let me tell you something. The intimidation factor. And again.
Like two big bear paws right across the chest.
It really is. Unreal, absolutely unreal. And now he's choking, and again, you'll note that the referee is not coming in to count because again, it's a triple threat match. There is no count out, there is no disqualification. Everything is legal.
A big slugfest here between, and look at, wait a second.
Ben
Look at the big man on the second turnbuckle, and a double shoulder tackle there, taking down both Cole and Noel.
Listen, it doesn't have to be a pretty, it only has to be effective, and that's what Ben Bishop is trying to do. He's big trouble, and think about this, you just can't knock people out like you want to, but he's doing his best here, having to be the big guy in the room.
It's just so rare to see a guy his size go up to the second turnbuckle, and now he's returning the favors with these double chops right to the chest of Jai Cole. Uh-oh, a little too much trash talk there from the champion.
And you can tell Jai Cole is not, silence.
The echo, the reverberation throughout the building here in District Atlanta. And the big man ducks a clothesline and hits a flying DDT. How about that from Ben Bishop to retain the title? Hang on.
Count of two, and Noel again breaking that up. Noel understands. Again, it's the first pinfall to a finish. But again, what big man do you see do a flying DDT like that?
That was insane. And look at this, a huge lariat there from Noel takes down the champ.
Noel took that clothesline literally from deep Texas and brought it all the way here to Atlanta. And I'm telling you, he had fire and brimstone behind it.
And now Noel with the arm wringer, and now they're driving the shoulder, and they're trying to separate the shoulder of Big Trouble Ben Bishop.
And you know, I'll tell you, everything about this match is something I love. Three incredibly big guys who are really kind of canceling each other's advantage out because of their size and strength. They're all having to pull up something, and I mentioned that. And look at this big man.
Now wait a second.
He's really going. He's going there.
You referenced The Undertaker earlier.
I certainly did. You know, what in the world? He's really walking the ropes.
Now wait a second.
Oh, into a blockbuster from the top rope.
On both of his opponents, Jai Cole and Ben Bishop taken out with those neck breakers.
Listen, you're allowed to be almost 7 feet tall, but you're not supposed to be able to jump from the top rope and do what he just did. Noel is a freak of nature.
This is absolutely insane to watch live, folks. This is crazy.
And speaking of that, I'm so glad you guys are with us on YouTube watching this incredible match. Share this with your friends and followers because right now we are witnessing something extremely special as we battle here. There's a count potentially.
Look at here, a pin attempt here.
And no.
The champion just broke the count up and saved his title.
That's right, we almost had a new champion here. This battle is for the Invictus Pro Social Media Championship. Ben Bishop almost saw his championship reign come to an end. That incredible move. And now, look at this.
Bishop gonna send Noel across, but Noel reverses into a huge spinebuster spine.
My God.
Firmly planted on the pine. A pin attempt here.
Oh.
And I don't know, it was a close attempt there as Ben got his shoulder up as Jai Cole tried to get in there to break it up at the same time.
He certainly did. This is incredible. Ben Bishop slipping to the outside.
Uh-oh. Now wait a second, look at Jai Cole.
Jai
Cole just planted Noel.
He muscled him down.
And heads up, a huge senton. Oh, and he absolutely got all of it. He might have caved his chest in. Look at this pin attempt. Here we got a new champ.
Whoa.
Not quite. Noel somehow, with the very last breath in his body, able to kick out because I know his breath got taken out with that senton.
Listen, you take my breath away. That's exactly what Jai Cole did to Noel. Noel barely getting that shoulder up, and you can tell Jai Cole is inches. He's close. He's perhaps seconds away from becoming the new champion.
I mean, Noel might have a cracked sternum at this point.
He certainly might.
As he's back up in a fireman's carry position, but somehow he's fighting back. He's able to escape. Now he's got Jai Cole goozled up here. Again, no DQ in a triple threat match. And Ben Bishop used a title belt.
And look at this. Oh my God.
And he just planted Jai Cole after taking out Noel to retain the title.
He did it.
And Ben Bishop retains the Invictus Pro Social Media Championship. But what an absolutely insane matchup we saw with these three big men. And I'm stunned, fans. We talked about appreciating you watching on YouTube, but if you're anywhere in Atlanta or in Georgia or near us, you have to come see this live. It is something else.
Yes, you got to make a trip from wherever in the country or around the world that you may be. I'll tell you what, Ben Bishop walks out of here with the Invictus Pro Social Media Championship, and I don't think we've seen anything settled between Jai Cole and Noel. I really want to see these guys go at it one more time.
You're right, GB, and after that senton from Cole, look at how slowly Noel is moving, trying to roll out of the ring again. He may have a cracked sternum, some cracked ribs, who knows?
Listen, Jai Cole, when he came off of the ropes and hit that senton, usually people bounce off. He bounced on. Like, it was one of the craziest things I've ever seen, and I think that was one of the things that really changed the complexion and the trajectory of this matchup.
You see Noel just still holding his midsection there.
And rightfully so.
He is in a world of hurt for sure.
It's a miracle that he can walk right now. It just shows just how big and strong and tough Noel is. I mean, he's built out of granite right now.
Well, we refer to her as the heart and soul of CDWGB. Angélica Risk making her way out to a hero's welcome here as the crowd comes alive.
Angélica Risk, as you mentioned, becoming the heart and soul of this company. I'll tell you, we watched her in some pretty amazing battles over the last few shows here at CDW. She leaves her heart and everything else in the ring. I wonder what she has tonight in what could arguably be one of the most significant matches in her entire career based on her opponent tonight.
She definitely has her hands full with a legendary competitor getting ready to make her way out here.
And I'll tell you, this is, and you can tell, this, you know, there was a point where Angélica would come in the ring and she would dance and she'd do all kinds of things, but tonight she is incredibly focused because she understands what this match means for her career.
She's fired up, she's intense, and she is ready to go here. This one's going to be special. This one's going to be special, GB.
Very, very special.
Angelina Love making her way to CDW here at District Atlanta. You know, Lorman better be careful and get the announcement right here. Angelina Love's not going to take it too kindly to it.
And she shouldn't take kindly to it. She's a legend. Get it right.
Six-time TNA Knockouts champion, one-time ROH Women's champion. A legend in her own right.
She's also a former Impact Knockouts Tag Team champion. She is a legend in this business. And I think it's safe to say when you've got 20 years in the game, you're a legend. You're an icon. She is Angelina Love.
One half of the recently reunited Beautiful People alongside Velvet Sky. But she's flying solo here tonight, and she's taking on, as we mentioned, the heart and soul of CDW, Angélica Risk. This is going to be something special.
It really, really is. When you think about Angelina Love, she has been all over the wrestling business. A lot of her career, as you mentioned, spent in Impact Wrestling, and she has made an impact in what I believe has been historically one of the most significant women's divisions in the history of this business. Now she finds herself regularly working in the NWA, and she has made her way here to CDW to battle the heart and soul of this company in Angélica Risk.
Oh, I know I got it. In the back.
A little talking back and forth here before the ladies lock up, and they finally do. Collar and elbow tie up center of the ring here, trying to see who can get the early advantage in this matchup.
And think about it. You got to think about the intimidation factor that Angelina Love brings to this match. Angélica Risk, this is her house, right? This is her space. But the truth of it is, she's still relatively new in this business. 2-3 years in the business, and now this is really an icon that she's facing. It's like what happens when you face your heroes, right? We met Tony Schiavone one time. The intimidation that could happen if we're calling a match with him, it's got to be what she's feeling right now, being in the ring with Angelina Love.
You're right, quick standing switch though from Angélica Risk, and now a mat return to Angelina Love into a front face lock.
I'll be the first to tell you this. I think Angélica Risk realizes what this match means to her career. If she can say she got the win over Angelina Love, everybody's talking about Angélica Risk, not just CDW, but companies all around this country are paying attention to someone who can defeat an active, working, regular legend. You know, a lot of people who have 20 years in the business kind of take time off. You know, they wrestle one-offs here and there. Angelina is still very much an active competitor in this business.
Absolutely. Now, Love with the advantage here as Angélica Risk is backed up into the corner. But a clean, well, sort of clean break there. And look at this.
Oh, wow.
A little taunting there from Angelina Love as she scurries into the opposite corner. The referee trying to back up Angélica Risk.
Well, one of the things Angelina Love has done historically well has been able to use psychological tactics. She taunts. She can go ahead and bully sometimes if necessary. Whatever needs to be done to get in your opponent's head, that's what she's willing to do.
A duck of a clothesline and a couple of arm drags there from Risk. Takes down Love and a beautiful drop kick there from Angélica Risk right to the midsection of Love.
And Angélica Risk, again, is on her game. I'm sure she's trained a little bit extra. Wait, could it be time? Could it be time for 505?
She's going to dial it up straight out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. The 505 just caught Love right in the face.
Could that be it?
Hooks the outside leg. Will it be enough?
Whoa.
A quick 2 count as Love able to kick out, now rolls to the outside to get her wits about her.
Here's the deal. You don't get paid by the hour here in the pro wrestling business. You get paid by the win. And I think Angélica realized, hey, listen, if I can hit this move on her right now and get the win, a win is a win, whether it's 5 minutes in or 50 minutes in.
And now this crowd just letting Angelina Love have it on the outside as they're chanting at her, and now Angélica Risk going to go right out on the attack. She's not going to wait for her.
Absolutely, but now, here we go. And again, we talked earlier about how stacked our tag team division is. Well, we got to talk about how stacked our women's division here is, because we've had a lot of amazing women come through here and spend lots of time here in CDW. And Angélica Risk, of course, being the heart and soul of this company. But now think about it. So many people have heard about what's happening here at CDW that they're all trying to figure out how they can make their way in, such as the case for Angelina Love.
Shot to the midsection there from Love to Risk. And of course, we saw some great wrestling early in the match. Then they went to the outside, now they're back in. Now we're seeing a bit of a brawl, and look at that. 2 handfuls of hair from Angelina Love just taking out Risk straight in the center of the ring, and Risk felt all of that. Now for a pin attempt, Love hooks the outside leg, but a quick 1 count. Is Risk able to kick out?
You know, there's part of me that wonders if Angelina Love may have taken Angélica Risk a little lightly. She may have looked at her resume and said, hey, you know what, maybe she hasn't been wrestling nearly as long as I have, so no, I'm not going to worry about her. And I think right now that tune is having to change.
And Love taking advantage of the referee's 5 count there. She had Risk hung up on the second strand.
And now Angelina Love. Angelina Love, look at this, she's setting her up.
Looking for the Botox injection there, but Risk able to get out of the way and turns into a roll-up. Will it be enough? Whew.
Quick count of 1 there.
Risk ducks a clothesline. Going for another roll-up here, another pin attempt. Woo.
We're seeing some real basic moves coming here from Angélica Risk. But it's been done well. Well, that's not basic at all.
hip attack there and a hook in the outside leg, but still just a 2 count there as Love able to kick out.
And so what I was mentioning in the idea again that Angélica Risk is using basic moves, that's not a bad thing. You've got to be able to I was going to say you got to be able to nail the fundamentals, but here's the deal. Everything changes when your face meets a turnbuckle unexpectedly, and that's what just happened to Angélica Risk.
Face first right in the turnbuckle now. Love going for another pin attempt. Hooks the outside leg, but again, not going to be enough. Is Risk able to kick out, get that right shoulder up off the mat.
Angelina Love, who has been all across the wrestling world. We talked about her. Oh, God.
And now we're just seeing a vicious side of the legend, Angelina Love.
And that's part of the reason she became a legend. She has never been afraid to do whatever it takes to become a winner. And that's what she's been doing her entire career. She'll turn on friends. She'll turn on loved ones. Whatever she needs to do to get the win, and she's certainly willing to do that here tonight.
Both competitors back to their feet now, and a big forearm there from Love. Wrist ducks a clothesline. Oh, and both ladies with the same idea, and they both hit hard. Who can get back to their feet first?
And that is the big question here again. Could this be the turning point in this particular match for Angélica Risk? That's the question.
Referee implementing the 10 count here as both ladies slow, trying to get back to their knees, back to their feet.
And it's very clear who the fans are behind. They are supporting Angélica Risk here. Big forearm there from Angelina Love. And a return from Angélica Risk.
Turning into a slugfest here as both ladies just back and forth, center of the ring.
Another big forearm there from Risk. Oh, Risk has been blocking, and now Risk is on the offensive here with these forearms.
Oh, man. Angelina Love just getting rocked here by Risk, gets it across the ring, and a big shoulder tackle there from Risk to Love, and another one.
And the momentum has certainly shifted in the favor.
Oh, a Thesz press here from Angélica Risk, and now the fists are flying, a little ground and pound action there to Angelina Love.
Angélica Risk is on fire. Angelina Love's in trouble. What does Risk have in store? Uh-oh. We've seen this before.
A little taunting of her own here is Risk with the big hip attack there to Angelina Love, and she caught it flush.
She certainly did, and that could be enough.
Dragged her to the center of the ring. Lateral press, hooks the outside leg. Will this be enough? No!
That was extremely close.
A very close 2 count there as Love able to get that right shoulder up just in time. And now look at what's Risk got in mind here, heading up to the second turnbuckle.
We don't see Risk fly very often, but it is a Risk well taken.
Oh! Love up just in time. She saw it coming.
I started to say it was a Risk well taken, but now this has put Angelina Love.
Look out, up on the shoulders. Oh, a Samoan drop there from Love, hooking the inside leg with a back press, and no.
Whoa, big kick out there.
Angélica barely.
And now Angelina Love is feeling frustrated now. She's blaming the referee for the count, but it's not really the referee's fault. She's got to figure out what it takes to really be able to defeat Angélica Risk.
You're right, Risk digging out deep. Got to give it up to the fortitude there as she gets out of the way, and a big splash avoided there as Angelina Love met the turnbuckles, and now Risk gonna go up to the second turnbuckle again, and a beautiful missile drop kick just took out Angelina Love.
Can Risk get her here?
Will this be it? Oh, you said the last one was close. That one was just as close.
Oh my gosh, that was closer than close.
Angelina Love somehow still able to survive here.
Here's what
what is she telling the referee here?
She's saying there's something in her eye.
Oh, now wait a second. While the referee was checking on her, she put a thumb to the eye, and there's the Botox injection.
And that could do it.
No way, no way. Not like this. Angelina Love puts away another opponent with that Botox injection. And Angélica Risk literally tasting not just defeat, but the feet of Angelina Love. But what a way to end that matchup.
Well, definitely, I think Lerman got it right this time, and rightfully so. Angelina Love, by hook, by crook, or by defeat, as you said, managed to get this win here with a bit of chicanery. A big win there for Angelina Love. Gets it done here tonight. yeah, meanwhile, if you're in Angélica risk, you've got to be asking yourself, what do we do now? She has been tasting defeat, unfortunately, for too long. And I mean, she's been fighting hard, but really, there's nothing for her to be ashamed of in this scenario. You fought a legend, and you fought well. 20 years in the game, she hung hard, and I think it was an impressive showing for Angélica risk.
It was a very impressive showing. It was an amazing matchup, and as I mentioned before, I hate to see it end the way it did.
Absolutely.
You know, she did such a great job there, and
she did.
Angelina Love had to stoop to that level there.
Yeah.
A little chicanery there at the end of the match to come away with the win, but.
And unfortunately, that's how Angélica risk has been having to deal with these types of things from Angelina Love, but a big win for Angelina Love, and again, I say, Angélica risk is the heart and soul of this company.
Absolutely, and we still have a lot of show left. Well, here we go, guys. BGU is in the house, making their second appearance. Of course, we saw him earlier with Ben Bishop, and this time, they're flanked by Cuatro Cabezas.
There he is, and he's got Batman on him.
And of course, once again, we're joined by Steven Jetson from Blindfold.com. And there you see Cuatro Cabezas with, I think that's Cuatro Jr. there in the crowd.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. But welcome back, Steven. Good to have you here.
Yeah, good to be back, guys. I really appreciate y'all having me again. And it has been a heck of a night of action so far.
Yeah, it has been a really crazy night, and we're continuing things here with BGU. And you know, in our last show, it seemed as though Cuatro Cabezas in the last show kind of, I guess, did he formally join BGU, or he just kind of assisted?
It's like he was acting as Ben Bishop, even though he's clearly not Ben Bishop, who we saw earlier, who's a giant.
But he's posing, and he's got the hand gestures.
Well, this should be interesting here, as BGU will have their hands full with Sleek, Search, and Destroy, who are about to make their way out here. Jordy, Dave Stage, Dylan Lesynd. You saw them kind of team up at the end of the last show, or at the end of their match at the last show, rather, as they were opponents, and then Dylan Lesynd kind of joined up with them, and we thought, well, wait a second, we got a new trio here.
Yeah, it was a weird change for Dylan Lesynd, who, of course, has not been one to endear himself to the fans here at CDW, but he had a bit of a change of heart at our last show, and now he seems to be fully locked in with the team that is known as Sleek and Destroy, and now I guess Dylan is the search engine. Can we call him Google or Yahoo, perhaps?
Well, clearly a big internet guy rocking the FaZe Clan hoodie here for this match, so.
Yeah. Well, and he still has his rather controversial Balenciagas on.
Those things are like $1,000, GP.
They certainly are. Now, they're in a bit of trouble right now, but yeah, he can search that out as well.
Looks like Trip Jordy is going to start things out against Brandon the Bull Bullock, representing BGU, as he's talking a little garbage here. And I mean, that's nothing unusual. BGU talking trash?
Well, of course not. And I believe, you know, for those of you history buffs that are out here, this is the official first trios match in CDW history. You'll need this for Jeopardy at some point, I'm sure. But it's important to know. And I'm intrigued to see, of course, we've got Trip Jordy starting against Brandon the Bull Bullock.
Collar and elbow tie up here, and the strength clearly going to the representative of Bodyguard University.
Now, Steven, you can help me. I know you got some inside track with the folks over at BGU. What does it take to actually be accepted into their university as Cuatro Cabezas has?
You know, I've gotten to know Jameson a little bit in recent times, and I think a lot of it has to do with your willingness to get shredded, be in the gym, and just put that work in. But also, I feel like you can't really trust the guy either. So it's one of those things where, like, I think he's going to guide you along the way, but at the same time, you know, I don't know if all of his methods are that trustworthy or not.
Well, so I'm wondering here with Cuatro Cabezas, they're joining. Maybe this is like a tryout.
That's what I'm wondering.
That's how I feel, yeah.
I don't know. Now you got Brandon the Bull Bullock clearly with the strength advantage now, just working on the wrist of Trip Jordy. Trip trying to reverse out of it, kips up, reverses it. And now he's got a wrist lock of his own now, working on that left arm of the Bull.
And now this is where things get interesting.
Speaking of body guys, go ahead.
Right, this is the destroy part of the team here, that being Dave Stage.
Big double back elbow there from Trip Jordy and Dave Stage. Great tandem offense there as Trip Jordy just planted right on top there of Brandon the Bull Bullock, and now Dave Stage in control.
If I remember correctly, Stage on the last show, Stage was low blowed and defeated in the Gauntlet tag team match. So it's good to see him back. Things are looking good, and he's trying to get back on the winning track.
Absolutely, great call there, Steven. And now Stage here with the advantage. Lesynd now looking for a tag in, and Stage makes a tag, and going up top of those $1,000 shoes, heads up. Oh, what an elbow from the top rope.
So I'm really intrigued to see exactly how well Dylan Lesynd fits into this tandem here, because I don't know, maybe it's just taking me a little while to get used to this new attitude that he has.
We got penitent here.
A kinder, gentler Lesynd.
And how about that? Working pretty well with sleek search and destroy here, and look at this. Now he's in trouble here, but he gets a foot up right into the face of the Bull and takes out Cuatro. Another forearm there for Jameson and a back elbow for the Bull Bullock.
Look at this. I'm impressed with what I'm seeing so far with Dylan Lesynd. Oh my gosh.
And with a fury, here comes the Bull. Right on target there, taking down Dylan Lesynd.
The Bull literally saw red. He didn't see black or green on Lesynd. He saw red, and he let loose as only a Bull would.
And just as I said, the other guys were in control. BGU now back in control, and now this hit breaker, if you call it that. I don't know exactly what to go, but look at the strength, and then right up into the fireman's carry position. Oh, and a gut buster from the Bull. Right in the midsection there of Lesynd.
And I think that's one of the reasons why the Bull is a part of BGU. And now we're into the tag, into the head man from BGU, that of course being Jameson Ryan.
That's right, the head coach here makes his way in for the first time in this matchup, and now an abdominal stretch here, going old school here, and now just pounding away at the midsection. And look at Cuatro Cabezas, a little salsa dance to distract the referee.
Now, in fairness, they don't dance like that, of course, at BGU, but look at this. Look at what Cuatro Cabezas is doing.
Great strategy there from BGU, but now on the outside, Dave Stage going after Cuatro. Cuatro heading to the back.
Wow.
I don't know if our cameras caught it, but Cuatro ran right by the commentary booth, and he's headed to backstage. Oh no, he's back out.
Oh, we snuck it. I was going to say, I don't know that maybe that's part of his cardio class that he has to take at BGU.
That's a good point. I'm not sure what that was all about. But now he's back out here, and now makes a tag, and now Cuatro Cabezas comes back in officially and legally this time.
So this is his first time legally with BGU, and I think there's a lot of pressure on him, because think about this, all BGU does is win. So he's got to be able to get the win here in this match, or else I wonder if his status with BGU is that a claw, stomach claw?
Look at this, right to the abdomen there of Dylan Lesynd, and look at the face of Lesynd here. He's writhing in pain now.
Well, think about this. Think about the fact that Brandon the Bull actually worked all on the stomach and ribs area earlier. Oh my God.
What a suplex from Cuatro Cabezas.
That's some real power there from Cuatro.
And now he's taking his own chain and putting it around Lesynd, trying to show him a little style, I guess.
There's a new level of aggression and a headbutt.
Heads up, literally.
We don't literally see this kind of aggression from Cuatro Cabezas at all until him now joining with BGU.
I'll tell you what, he's looking great out there tonight. This is a whole other side of this guy, and I think BGU is actually paying dividends here.
Absolutely. He's riding to the other side here. And Cuatro Cabezas, again, we're seeing a different element of him, as we are of Dylan Lesynd. Very interesting alliances happening here in this first ever trios match here at CDW.
You know, Steven, you're right here. I think Cuatro, this match was actually announced a few weeks ago, and I think during that time, Cuatro and BGU have gotten together, kind of done some training, clearly, because this is a whole different side of, oh, look at him! Almost got dumped on his head there, but a whole different side of Cuatro Cabezas than we've ever seen.
Look at him, he's even more agile. Jumps up to the top, the second rope. Big splash.
Like a cat, and he hooks both legs here. Will this be enough? Lesynd able to kick out just barely.
And you could tell Lesynd's body is really taking damage. You could tell he was trying to take that throw over the top there. Couldn't even make it over Cabezas' body there because his body is so damaged right now.
You're right, a lot taken out, a lot of wind taken out as well from all the shots to the midsection.
Wait,
and look at this, he's salsa dancing while he's holding up Dylan Lesynd. This is something we've never seen him do before.
And I can tell you, Lesynd is not one who, he's a gangster. He doesn't dance, he boogies.
And now another abdominal stretch here.
But look at this is a smart move. But wait, Cabezas was waiting for the handout from BGU, and BGU was too busy talking to the crowd to get the same kind of treatment that he gave.
And now a tag from Lesynd to trip Jordy. Jordy back in and a flying forearm. Takes out Cabezas, takes out Bullock. Another one for Cabezas and one for Jameson Ryan on the outside. Trip Jordy with a neck breaker. Beautifully done in a kip up.
Look at this. Trip Jordy. He doesn't whip. He only nays.
I'm glad you said it. I almost said pop and lock again. I knew it was wrong. Flatliner. A flatliner there from Trip Jordy. Will this be enough?
And I got it wrong. He actually whipped without the nay.
Oh, there you go.
Gotta get that right.
Well, one of us will get it at some point.
At some point.
And now, Trip Jordy in a world of trouble on the outside as Bullock taking him hard into the guardrail. Bullock sends him back in now.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you want to stop a whip and a nay, run into a bull. That's exactly what happened here with BGU. And now, Jameson Ryan is tired of all this playing.
The head coach has entered the matchup here, and look at this. Powering Trip Jordy into the corner, and now hanging him up in the proverbial tree of woe here, and now he's talking trash to Dave Stage. That's what we want to see, is Dave Stage in there with Jameson Ryan.
I totally want to see that, but
a hip attack there from Ryan into Trip Jordy right in the midsection. He's hung up in the corner.
Jordy is in big time trouble right now, and if there's a corner to be stuck in, it's not that one.
Very familiar sight here from BGU as they tag each other in and go to work on the lower back of Trip Jordy.
So I'm interested in this design of getting Cabezas in the ring, and I don't know why they didn't. But it worked.
Yeah, they're being really efficient with keeping him in the corner, making tags, and also doing a good job distracting that referee and getting those dirty shots into the corner.
Absolutely. Look at this.
And another one. Going for the trifecta there. There's 3 in a row from BGU.
Say what you want about these guys, but they have a game plan, and their game plan for everybody has been working either on the lower back or on the ribs, and it's working for them.
But now, a flurry of offense here from Trip Jordy, whose foot gets caught. Step up Enziguri there to the bull. And can Jordy get back to his feet and take advantage? Going in for a clothesline, but no, up and over he goes to the outside. And a forearm there from Jordy just rocked the bull. Heads up. A springboard crossbody from Jordy.
I love that. Trip Jordy again trying to turn the tide in this trios match. He needs to make his way to his corner for either a search or a destroy. One of those needs to happen right now.
Who's it going to be? Trip Jordy's almost there. And he tags in Dave Stage. Meanwhile, Bullock just tagged in Cabezas, and Cabezas just got his head taken off. And so did Jameson Ryan as Dave Stage is taking everybody out with those clotheslines, and a huge scoop slam center of the ring from Stage to Ryan.
And Dave Stage is fired up, but look at that. An attempted, I guess, code breaker, but
or
it's
maybe a monkey flip perhaps from Cabezas, but now look at the strength of Dave Stage.
Stage just held him there.
Oh my goodness.
And he muscles up Cuatro Cabezas.
Incredible strength here.
And he holds him. And he drops him.
All the blood rushing into the mask, to the head of Cuatro Cabezas, and a hook at the outside leg. Will it be enough?
Count of 2.
Bullock in there to break it up just in time.
This is the thing about these trios matches. They can really get out of control, as we're seeing right now. And now the bull dragging over Cabezas to the BGU corner. And a tag was made to Jameson Ryan. I'm not sure the referee saw it.
You're right, the referee was distracted there by his other partner.
Wait, look at this. Lesynd had a chain around his wrist.
You're right. And how about that? The loaded fist, the loaded right hand of Dylan Lesynd just took out Jameson Ryan. And how about this? Sleek search and destroy, using a little bit of BGU's medicine against them.
Absolutely, and really, that has resonated all the time with Lesynd. But look at it. Did I say dance moves from Dave Stage?
You know, we've been seeing it little by little every show. He's been learning from Trip Jordy and Dylan Lesynd here. And I got to tell you, Steven, we appreciate you joining us again. We're going to maybe see you again later on. But I tell you what, you've been to some of our shows. You've seen it on YouTube. Being here live, being here able to call the action. How you feeling, man?
Dude, I feel great. I mean, I'm just fortunate to be here once again and to be a part of the first ever trios match in the company's history. I really appreciate that. And the action here is electric. The fans are into it. This is a great venue. And yeah, I'll be back for the co-main event a little bit later tonight.
Absolutely. Looking forward to having you back, man. And what a great trios match this was.
Meanwhile, it looks like BGU might have something to say.
You're right, the Bull's calling for the mic. What's he got to say here? The Bull fired up, and understandably so.
It's not your fault. You got blood, you shed tears, you shed hard work in here. And you know what? I think this is the perfect mascot for BGU. You don't cheer, you shut up.
Oh.
This isn't a party for you, it's a party for Cuatro. You deserve this, Cuatro. You deserve this. I want you. Give me your best, BGU. BGU. Paul, get your ass out here.
Uh-oh.
What I tell you last month, the last show, I brought you in here, I gave you an opportunity. I know you need the money. Get in here. I hired you to do this the right way. And the right way is my way. What the hell is that? You all of us all next to the rules. I want to see you look at me. You walk in with a check. You know what you're going to do. You know what you're going to do. No, hey, you're going to listen to me. This is my company. What you're going to do, you're going to work the rest of the night for free. No payment. Next one, shut up. Next one, you're suspended. No pay. And I know you need that money for this suspension, but you need to learn this. What are you going to do?
So, did they just suspend Paul Santa?
So apparently,
wait.
Santa has to, oh, look out.
Wait.
No way! A stunner from Paul Santa!
Oh my
To
God!
Cuatro Cabezas, are you kidding me?
Oh my God!
Oh! Paul Santa, after being reprimanded by BGU and Jameson Ryan, delivers a stunner to Cuatro Cabezas and gave him, 2 words.
Yeah, 2 words for you. Paul Santa.
What in the world? What have we just seen?
That was insane.
Oh, man.
Paul Santa with a mighty stunner.
This was insane.
Incredible.
Well, GB, earlier we talked about the first ever trios match in company history. Now we're about to see the first ever blindfold match in CDW history.
Yeah, and so the reason we got here is really quite simple. It was literally 2 shows ago where August Artois was part of a tag team match where Control Your Narrative took on a team called Dudes in Kimonos. And during that match, Artois literally threw a fireball at his opponent tonight. And that fireball kept him off of last month's show. Really impacted his chest, his eyes, his face. We've not even seen Franky Filto. And now we end up in our first ever blindfold match. I'm really intrigued to see what this is going to do and how exactly Artois will behave blindfolded.
This should be interesting indeed. And of course, you mentioned representing CYN, Control Your Narrative. Artois flanked by the Space Cowboy, Stacey Alexander, and of course Duke O'Connor coming out here as well.
And I'll tell you,
one would hope that Franky Filto will bring out the other dudes in kimonos as well to even the odds.
I would hope so. I mean, they usually travel in packs, and they're going to need to travel in packs. They've been dealing with Control Your Narrative for the last couple of months here at CDW, and I don't know, for whatever reason, I know last month it felt like Control Your Narrative just kept showing up in matches and things like this. Maybe this blindfold match. Wait, Artois is arguing with the kid?
One more word, I dare you. Say another word, kid. Do one more word and your dad gets it.
Tell him, kid. Yeah, the kid letting him know.
How do you argue with a kid like this?
We appreciate our fans here at District Atlanta here for CDW, and obviously we don't take too kindly to some of these wrestlers out here yelling at our audience like that.
Yeah, it doesn't go down that way, but look at the, oh wait.
Now Franky Filto with the mash, but look at this, he's back.
So here it is, Franky Filto, not coming alone, thankfully. He's flanked by one of the other. Oh, wait. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, I got a little nervous
Careful
there.
now, yeah, we saw Artois coming out of the outside. Oh, look at the ladies up top. They love catching the kimonos.
Well, let me just be clear. Everybody loves the dudes in kimonos. We might want to call them Raymond because everybody loves them.
Oh, heads up.
But
there's another one. Great catch.
The problem is, I think that Franky Filto is really going to have to be focused here because, again, if this were just a regular match, he'd need to be super focused. But how does one focus with a blindfold on the wrestling match?
The rules of the following contest are as follows. Both competitors will be blindfolded. You must win by pinfall or submission.
Look at me and look at you. Look at me and look at you. Arms are bigger than yours.
So I think back to one of the first blindfold matches I saw. I believe it was WrestleMania 7 or 8. It involved Jake the Snake Roberts and the model Rick Martel. And I'll tell you, it was a match that was a game changer, but it's one of the reasons why we don't see this match very often.
This has the potential to be one of the most dangerous matches we've seen here in CDW.
And if I'm Paul Santa, after what just happened to him in the last...
Oh, look out, wait a second. Now, August Artois, not even waiting for the blindfold to be applied, going right after Filto. The match has not officially started yet.
Well, here's the terrible thing. We know good and well that these guys who control your narrative have no care about the rules at all.
Absolutely, they do not. And now after getting a bit of an advantage, now Artois going to put the blindfold on.
And here it is. How in the world can Franky Filto even see right now?
Filto able to feel his way to the corner and get back to his feet.
And you know it. The dicks are around. They don't even know.
Now wait a second, look at this. Filto kind of moving away, and Artois thinks he's yelling in the face of Franky Filto.
Oh, look at this. What in the world? Artois.
Don't tell him. Oh! He went for a splash in the corner, but nobody there, and he spilled to the outside now. Space Cowboys over there checking on him.
That is the thing about these kinds of matches. They are extremely... Here it is, Filto trying to lock up with somebody.
Filto again not seeing what's going on here. Of course, he's blindfolded. Now he's in the opposite corner, feeling his way around, trying to find Artois. Artois on the outside with the Space Cowboy. And look at this, he's gonna assist his buddy there into the ring here.
Well, they tell me that when one of the senses goes, you have to depend on the other senses.
Oh, look at this.
Here we go.
Oh, big back suplex. Oh! How about that? Filto just planted Artois, and Artois never saw it coming. Literally.
Dude, literally.
And again, our official here with his hands full, Paul Santa. Paul Santa now working for free the rest of the night.
Which I think is crazy. Oh, look at this.
Oh, the old schoolboy trick. And a pin attempt here from Filto to Artois.
So in this scenario, they tell me that when you lose one of your senses, you have to really depend on one of the other ones to become stronger. And I wonder, which sense do each of these guys have to depend on? Do you depend more on your hearing? Or maybe your smell? Or maybe feel? It's probably hard to taste since the blindfold is covering their entire face.
See Filto trying to go for a lockup again. He just ran into the other corner now. Again, I mentioned Santa with his hands full, and he's sending the Space Cowboy to the back.
He certainly has.
I knew he'd have, of course he was going to have his hands full here. Look at this. Oh! How about that? Filto ducks a clothesline. You know, and Artois almost went all the way to the outside here.
There are things that you don't normally think of coming into a matchup like this. It almost reminds me of when the electricity goes out.
Oh, wait, GB, listen to this. The crowd's helping him out.
And now he's depending upon his sense of hearing.
Oh, both men missed.
This is incredible. There have really only been a handful of blindfold matches matches in this entire industry. Again, another first here. And look at this thing.
This great crowd here at District Atlanta doing their best to help out Filto. Oh! And right where he just split the uprights there where the sun don't shine did August Artois as he tried to back himself out of the ring. And
it's terrible when you do that, because particularly when you don't see it coming. Well, I guess there's no way for him to see it coming. He's blindfolded.
And again, this crowd doing their best to help out Filto. Filto, who was briefly blinded a couple of months ago, as we mentioned, by that fireball. That's what got us here.
You know, it almost
look at this. Scoop slam from Artois.
Now this really does put in a disadvantage of...
leg drop, but nobody home. Artois hit hard.
I was going to say, Artois is definitely at a disadvantage here because he likes to do some high-flying things. He likes some technical things as well, but you can't pull off any of those if that blindfold is on you and you can't see. But if I'm the referee, I'm looking out because right now I think he could get caught in a line of fire.
Oh, look at this. The referee gets rolled up, but Artois thinks that was a two-count. Well, I tell you, I don't think Paul Sansa knew he'd be this involved tonight.
I don't think he did at all.
He hit a stunner in the previous match. Now he gets rolled up here. No, but a scoop slam from Filto.
And Filto now.
Can he go for a pin here? No, he's gonna get Artois back to his feet, and another scoop slam.
Another one. And now, what is Filto?
Filto feeling his way for the corner here.
This is not wise.
I don't know how wise this is.
This is not wise at all. You cannot. Okay, these some kicks. I was going to say, if you're going to the top rope, it's not smart. Look at this.
Look at this. He's measuring it here. I think he is. I think he's got something planned for going up top.
Look at the scientific.
Wait, did he just peek? I think he just peeked.
I think he did.
The referee caught him. Referee reprimanded him here.
This is so intriguing. It's really... Wait, Filto, come on, Filto. I don't know the wisdom of this. I know you know your way around the ropes, but come on, Filto.
You're right, GB. This is not wise.
This is not wise at
all. All the way up top goes Franky Filto with the blindfold on. And nobody home. He overshot big time.
Of course he overshot. He couldn't see.
And August Artois able to luckily avoid. Now look at this. He's going after his own partner. He doesn't realize.
Wait.
He didn't realize it was Duke O'Connor.
But Duke is just removing the blindfold.
Now wait a second. The referee in the ring is distracted here. Does not realize that the blindfold has been taken off.
Wait. Duke's got, wait. They put something in Artois' hands.
Oh, not again.
I don't like the look of this.
Not again. This is what happened. Oh, no, wait a second. You see Artois making noises trying to distract Filto.
Oh, look at this. But wait. Artois.
Now, wait, the referee's kicking out Duke O'Connor, but meanwhile...
my God, Artois!
No! Again! Another fireball, but it backfired.
Oh, my God!
It backfired into the face of Artois. Some of it caught the leg of Filto.
Oh, gosh.
And look at this. Up on top.
Oh, my gosh.
What a spinning blue thunderbomb. Will it be enough?
He got him.
And he got him. The fireball backfired.
Wow. That was impressive. Franky Filto managed to somehow kick a fireball away from him while blindfolded. Meanwhile, Artois was sighted, and yet really backfired on Artois. What a great comeuppance there for Franky. Wait. The dude, what just happened?
Miller there, the dude in kimono that came out here. Wait a second, is he?
Wait a minute.
He just takes off the kimono.
Oh, come on.
Oh, are you kidding me?
What?
Are you kidding me right now?
What?
He's wearing a Control Your Narrative shirt, and he just turned on his buddy there from the DiKs.
I don't understand this.
And now Duke O'Connor just laying the boots, along with Miller there, taking out Filto.
So literally this whole time he was helping Filto.
Oh, come on, and now here comes the Space Cowboy back out after he was sent to the back by our official.
I don't like the look of this at all.
And now Filto in huge trouble. A massive one-handed spine buster from Duke O'Connor to Franky Filto. Filto has won the matchup. In the record books, it goes down as a win, but right now, he ain't winning.
No, he's not winning, and this is not good. I mean, he survived he survived and missed and dodged the fireball, but he didn't dodge betrayal from his partner, and now we've got another member of CYN.
And the Space Cowboy with that big boot just laid out Franky Filto. You see Duke O'Connor just blowing his nose on the kimono.
Oh, wow.
A little insult to injury here.
A cane was just thrown on the back there of Franky Filto.
Another disgusting display from CYN. We've seen it the last few shows. And now again, Artois getting in the face of a fan at ringside here.
I can't believe this. Leave the kids alone.
This is despicable. CYN showing their power here, showing their strong arming. The CDW faithful here.
I do not understand this. This is crazy. And so somehow Artois loses the match, but it looks like
wait a second.
Oh, come on
now, put the chair down. Thankfully, O'Connor here with a little bit of sense. Heads up, look out.
This is ridiculous.
Somebody's
got to do something about CYN.
Artois out of control.
This is ridiculous. This is
CYN. Just, you're right, GP. Somebody's got to do something. This is months.
This is, and I smell the burn.
Yeah, you can smell that fireball.
Yeah, I smell that.
For months now, CYN strong arming some of the locker room, some of our fans at ringside. This is just,
it's terrible.
Despicable though, but a great show of respect from the fans here for Franky Filto after that victory. Well, that scream can only mean one thing. Here comes Hyena Hera.
Hyena Hera, you know, we have watched a bit of an interesting attitude change with her over the last couple of months, and I think it has a lot to do with this war she's been in with Kiah Dream. Like they've gone from battling and having great respect to being a tag team to really now having a lot of anger with each other to the point where they're on opposing sides here tonight.
That's right, Hyena Hera now tagging with a new partner.
Yeah, because we remember, I believe it was last month where she teamed with Kiah Dream.
Right.
They took on the Renegade Twins in a losing effort, but it was a great match. But again, you can see even the facial expressions of Hyena Hera is far different than what we've seen in previous months.
Of course, her partner making her way out here is going to be Kelsey Raegan, who we also saw in action last month for the first time, making her debut. Of course, Raegan had a very tough matchup, a great showing for her debut match last month against Angélica Risk, who we saw in action earlier. But tonight she'll be in tag team action in a three-way tag matchup, GB, teaming, as we said, for the first time with Hyena Hera.
Yeah, Kelsey Raegan made an incredible showing last month here at CDW. That match with Angélica Risk could have gone any way, and again, excited to see her back here. I'm intrigued to see what kind of tag team chemistry we're going to see between her and Hyena Hera, both of whom have chips on their shoulders, and they really could let that out here later tonight.
You're right, and we thought last month that Hera and Kiah Dream worked very well together. Of course,
I thought they were a bit of a dream team.
Yeah, exactly. They did not get the win, however.
Yeah.
And of course, things turned sideways after the match.
They certainly did.
And that's what kind of brings us here tonight to this three-way matchup.
Absolutely.
Some of the crowd here kind of letting Kelsey Raegan have it before the match.
Well, they certainly are, as we find out who our second tag team is here tonight. Well, there they are, the team of Kaitland, Alexis, and Kiah Dream. And I'll tell you, here's what's interesting. two already seem to have an interesting amount of chemistry. Of course, Kiah Dream, we know, had teamed with Hyena Hera in our last show, and, well, these two, I think, they could go at it on sight. Like, it literally can happen that fast. Meanwhile, Kaitland and Alexis had a great match against Shaza McKenzie on our last show. You see her there with the hula hoop. She's a hula hoop dancer, as you can see with those great skills there. Excited to see her back here at CDW. I'm intrigued to see what this tag team is going to do in this matchup.
Absolutely. Of course, Alexis, a hula hoop pro, a hula hoop dancer, as you mentioned. Kiah Dream came out with the hula hoop.
Sure did.
So who knew? Who knew that she's also a hula hooper?
Well, and Dream can clearly dance. She just gave us a big split there. And I'm intrigued to see what's going to happen next. They've got their work cut out for them with a new group of wrestlers joining us here at CDW.
Two competitors that you and I are very familiar with, making their way out momentarily.
Ashley D'Amboise has literally made her way all across the wrestling world here in just a short period of time. You know, sometimes you think it takes 10 years, 15 years, 20 years to have a storied career. She's done more in the last 2 years than most have done in 10. Wrestling for all sorts of promotions across this country, and now she makes her debut right here in Championship District Wrestling.
You're right, D'Amboise, as well as her tag team partner, Shaloncé Royale, who will be out here momentarily. They have not been here before. This is their debut, as you mentioned, but like we said, we have seen them all over the place, and they have impressed us everywhere they go.
They certainly have.
Oh, now, you hear the glass break? It ain't stone cold. It's Shaloncé. And there she comes.
So back in the 80s, I remember an album called Pile Driver, where certain wrestlers were coming together to try to do wrestling themes, and it seemed kind of cool with the rock and wrestling connection. The thing is, this young woman can actually sing. She can actually wrestle. You hear her voice right now in her theme music. Oh, and yeah, she's the OVW Women's Champion. And I'll tell you what's interesting about her and Ashley. They've actually been opponents in previous promotions. They've had some dog fights, dare I say. These ladies have really gone at it. So, you know, sometimes the best tag team are made of people who are fierce rivals. That's what we have here with Shaloncé Royale and, of course, Ashley D'Amboise.
And not only, you mentioned Royale can sing, she can wrestle. She also can sing while she wrestles.
I've seen her do it.
And she'll probably do it here tonight. It's very impressive, and look at this.
It's one of my favorite things to see, I gotta tell you.
All three of these teams look like trying to decide who's gonna start the matchup for the respective teams here.
And again, it's a triple threat tag team matchup. So the rules are certainly going to be two people in the ring, but I believe they can tag just about anybody out here.
We're gonna start, and look at this. They can tag out, or Shaloncé can tag herself in.
Oh.
And she just tagged in, sent Hyena Hera back to the outside. It's gonna be Shaloncé Royale and Kiah Dream starting things out here.
So I'm really excited about this pairing here. Shaloncé Royale, the current OVW Women's Champion, taking on Kiah Dream. This is a bit of a dream match that I didn't even know that we would get, but I'm excited about it.
Uh-oh, look at this.
Would you like to call that?
I'm not really sure what it is. You know what? How about a foot to the midsection? Now, face first into the top turnbuckle now, as the OVW Women's Champ is going to work on Kiah Dream.
Let me tell you something, Shaloncé has really been all over the wrestling world, and there, she starts singing as she starts making moves here, but Kiah's not for it.
And a quick tag there from Shaloncé to Ashley D'Amboise. Here comes D'Amboise, quick arm drag by Kiah Dream.
A very smart move there by Royale, recognizing that, hey, I'm not liking the way things are going right now, I'm going to tag out. But look at this move here from Kiah Dream.
Creative pin attempt there from Kiah. But Dambois able to kick out there at the last second. A drop kick sent Dambois into enemy territory briefly, but they're back to the middle of the ring.
So there's some interesting history with a lot of these folks. I mentioned to you, of course, that Dambois and Shaloncé Royale have been opponents in other organizations. Oh! Well, check this out. Meanwhile, you have Dambois.
Oh, Penitent, hang on.
Count of 2. So Ashley Dambois and Hyena Hera have actually been a tag team in other promotions. So again, these folks really know each other very, very well. And now we've got Kaitland Alexis in with Kelsey Raegan.
Kelsey Raegan tagged herself in there. She caught Dambois off guard. Now, like you said, Alexis in here with Kelsey Raegan. A bulldog from Alexis just planted Raegan. Flips her over. Will it be a pin here? And yes and no, but not just a one count.
Well, I'll tell you what, both Raegan and Alexis made their CDW debut last month at the show, and they both had impressive showings for sure. And look at Alexis go.
Oh, a handful of hair there from Raegan.
So that was a bit of a rookie.
No, I thought it was a penitent. Now it's a little grounded pound here from Raegan.
I was going to say there was a bit of a rookie mistake there from Alexis with her decision to try the same thing over and over again. You do it the second time, your opponent is going to know it's coming, and they can block it and prepare for it.
Of course, Raegan with a tough match against Angélica last month. Oh, a big chop there. And we mentioned Kaitland Alexis surprised everybody with that win against Shaza McKenzie last month.
Absolutely, she shocked the world with that one, that's for sure.
Oh, heads up. Wow. Oh, just got paintbrushed across the face with the right boot of Raegan there. Raegan's going to drag Alexis back to the middle. Hooks the outside leg.
Count of 2.
Just a 2 count there. Kaitland Alexis got the left shoulder up just in time. You see her holding her forehead, and she took that boot very hard right to the temple.
Kaitland Alexis sitting at 18 months now in this business, having been trained by the legendary Dr. Tom Pritchard and Kane, the WWE Hall of Famer. So she's got quite the pedigree.
Oh, what a power slam there from Kelsey Raegan. Pin here.
Count of 2.
Ooh, not a lot on that kick out though, as a lot's been taken out of Kaitland Alexis.
Kelsey Raegan doing some big things here. And again, I love the fight that we're seeing from Alexis, and there's a tag made to the OVW Women's Champion. Now, here's what's interesting. Kaitland Alexis has actually spent some time in OVW, and
you hear it, GB?
I can never get in the way of Shaloncé singing.
The queen of OVW singing for this crowd while she goes to work on Kaitland Alexis.
Now, I'm tempted to make a request, but I don't want her to beat me down to have to do it.
Oh, what a suplex. Floats over into a pin attempt, hooks the outside leg. And somehow, Kaitland Alexis, not a lot on these kickouts, but so much has been taken out of her. Yeah. And somehow, some way, she's digging out deep and able to kick out.
I would dare say that Kaitland Alexis may have the least amount of strength of any of these competitors here. And really, when you talk about power, the power game of Shaloncé Royale, the power game of Ashley Dambois, that is something serious. And it's, oh, look at this.
Look at Shaloncé Royale just toying with Alexis here, trying to reach for a tag to Kiah Dream.
Shaloncé Royale is absolutely in control right now of Kaitland Alexis.
Big back elbow there from the OVW Women's Champion. Hooks the outside leg. Will it be enough this time?
Count of 2.
Still not quite.
You know, I love the continually growing women's division here in Championship District Wrestling. People are flocking from the north, south, east, west, even from down under to be a part of this. A big tag there into Ashley Dambois.
Dambois in a huge lariat, nearly took the head off there of Kaitland Alexis, and Dambois in control here with a big leg drop right across the throat.
Impressive for sure, and I'll dare say this, if you're in a create a player mode on a video game and you're creating a female superstar, I think they have the build and the technique of all things Ashley Dambois.
Another pin attempt here from Dambois, still not going to be enough. And again, how? You got to give it up to digging out deep, this fortitude of Kaitland Alexis here, able to kick out.
Kaitland Alexis has more heart than you can imagine. But then look at this. We're seeing frequent tags here from Dambois and Royale. And, you know, we're talking about 6 women who don't regularly team with each other. Yeah, whoa.
Well, you talked about it earlier, GB. Woo. You got Royale and Dambois who have competed against each other so many times. They know each other so well.
Yes.
And well, here we go. We're seeing they're making a good tag team here.
They certainly are. And think about it. We've seen several folks in the wrestling business who have not exactly always seen eye to eye, and they've competed against each other. But whoa, what a pump kick!
Pump kick there from Royale. Hooks both legs. That's got to do it. Are you kidding me? Somehow, some way, I tell you what, Alexis desperately needs to be able to make a tag, whether it's her own partner.
She's singing. I heard her.
I tell you.
Do you hear that?
Oh, yeah. I tell you what, it's so impressive. Watching her go to work.
I love this.
Rear naked choke, and she's singing to her at the same time.
I'm so tempted to ask Shaloncé to sing a tune for me.
Don't do it, GB.
I'll try not to. She'll
Smart
probably
move
charge
there.
me.
A jawbreaker there from Alexis. And now Hyena Hera tagged in.
Here we go. Here we go.
Alexis finally got Kiah Dream, and now it's Dream and Hyena Hera. And the history between these two, we know it in the last couple of months.
And look at this.
They were opponents, and they were partners.
And now they're opponents again.
And now they're back to being bitter enemies. Oh, and what a move there from Kiah Dream. Hooks the outside leg. Can Hera kick out, and she barely got that right shoulder up.
Let me tell you something. I knew Hyena Hera was hot and upset about this, but Kiah Dream was equally upset, and you saw the way she charged Hyena Hera.
Now these forearm shivers right to the chest of Hyena Hera. And Kiah Dream delivering them with a purpose. Now a clubbing blow right to the spine.
Listen, Kiah Dream understands that the OVW Women's Champion is involved in this match, but she came all the way here to Atlanta for one thing, and that would be the woman she's got in the ring right now, Hyena Hera.
Now you see Hera trying to keep her wits about her, but Dream just trying to choke her out, trying to put her to sleep here.
Yeah, she certainly is. And Kiah Dream will take the win any way she can get it, especially here if she can put a sleeper here on Hyena Hera and cause her to tap out.
She's got it locked in. You hear Hyena screaming, maybe using some of the last breath she has there. She better be careful here. She might go out. No, but somehow she's back to her feet.
I'll tell you.
And you see, look at Dambois and Royale. I thought maybe they might reach for a tag here, tag themselves in.
They certainly might, but I don't know if they want to get in the way of this fight. Look at this. These are some stiff blows between these two.
You're right, GB. Just, face first. Hyena Hera just planted Kiah Dream, rolls her over, hooks the outside leg, and now Dambois charges in and breaks up the 3 count.
And look at this, Dambois.
But they haven't legally tagged in, though, here, have they?
They certainly haven't. Look at,
almost a rock bottom of sorts there from Dambois, but look at Kaitland and Alexis now going for the pin.
But again,
almost a standing blockbuster of sorts. And now,
Kelsey Raegan in big trouble.
What a kick to the side of the head there from Raegan, or to Raegan from Royale. Snapmare takeover.
And here we go.
Single leg drop kick there from the queen of OVW. Meanwhile, look at Kaitland Alexis up on the second rope with a huge crossbody. Pin attempt here. Of course, now that I think about it, GB, it's triple threat rule, so perhaps, I don't know, you have to be tagged in legally. I don't know what's going on here.
Oh, look at that DDT.
Massive DDT there from Hyena Hera, hooks both legs. That's got to do it.
But no. Kiah Dream says no.
Kiah Dream breaks it up for her partner.
And look at the look on Hyena Hera's face.
Here we go. A fist press. And now a little ground and pound. Fists are flying there from Dream to Hera. And Hera's partner, Raegan, comes in.
Making that save here.
Wait a second.
Wait, what's happening? Whoa!
I tell you what, Hyena Hera has been unable to tag with anybody successfully here.
I'm telling you. And look at that. And that cost the match.
And Hyena Hera gets pinned by Kiah Dream, and Dream's team has won it. And that's 2 months in a row, GB, that the tag team partner of Hyena Hera has come to blows with Hera.
Yeah. I think it's safe to say Hera doesn't play well with others.
So Kiah Dream, look at this. Shaloncé Royale and Dambois going after Kiah Dream. Meanwhile, Kiah Dream and Kaitland and Alexis are your winners.
But look at this.
But the team of Hera and Kelsey Raegan still going to blows here.
Yo, this is crazy.
Heads up. My goodness.
Absolutely unpredictable, a crazy ending to that match. And your winners again are Kiah Dream and Kaitland Alexis.
Randy Wentworth making his return here to District Atlanta. We saw him last month making his debut, of course, star of Netflix's Snowflake Mountain. And here he is in the pro wrestling world making waves, making his second appearance here in Championship District Wrestling.
And boy, what an appearance he made last month. And now it's going to be intriguing to see what he brings to the table, not in a triple threat match, but in a one-on-one contest that could be the toughest of his career at this point. We'll find out more and he's wearing a championship.
He's got something to say here as he grabs the mic from our ring announcer here, Lerman.
Thank you. You are looking at the verified champion of the world, Randy Wentworth, and tonight I am facing AEW superstar Cole Karter. Should I put this title on the line? Do you want me to put this title on the line? Well, too bad. That's not gonna happen. See, you actually have to qualify to fight for this championship. You gotta have 10,000 followers, and Cole Karter does not. He's on TV every week, and he has less followers than me. And you have to be verified on social media. And Cole Karter, he spent $8 for his verification like a loser. And me, I got my blue check mark right here. See, Cole Karter is a hell of a wrestler, but there is only one Netflix superstar, one mainstream sensation, one and only Swoleflake of Snowflake Mountain on Netflix, Randy Wentworth, and that is verified.
Well, how about that? The verified champion, Randy Wentworth. And when he came out with the belt on, I wondered, is he going to put the title on the line here tonight? Yeah. But of course, you got to be verified. You got to have 10,000 followers, and I guess Cole Karter does not.
Well, this is where we can start to fact check, because indeed, his opponent, well, we're going to find out his opponent in a second. Here he is.
Cole Karter from AEW, representing the factory. See, told you.
Yeah, Cole Karter. I want to do a little bit of fact checking on Mr. Wentworth. So Cole Karter is indeed verified. He said that he's verified on Twitter. And while he doesn't have 10,000 followers on Twitter, he's got more like 6,500 on Twitter. On Instagram, he's got about 9,600 followers and counting. So depending upon how you run your numbers, you really could say that he's got over 10,000 if you're combining his Twitter and Instagram followers.
That's a good point,
So I'm trying to figure out who in the world verifies these numbers here from Mr. Wentworth, because I think Cole Karter would qualify to get a shot at this verified championship.
You would think so, and of course Karter coming off of a victory last month when he had an impromptu matchup with Fearless Musa.
That's right.
Victorious in that match, and of course making his return here tonight. And of course, collar and elbow tie-up here. And of course, we mentioned Randy Wentworth made his debut last month as well here in CDW.
He certainly did.
In a losing effort. It's that triple threat match.
That's right.
But first singles match here tonight for Wentworth.
And one of the real differences is Wentworth was not the verified champion here last month. But somewhere between then and now, he's won the verified world championship. Now, I don't know who he defeated for this verified championship. But be that as it may, maybe that came into play, when Twitter got a new owner. I don't know.
Could be. I mean, maybe he paid for the championship. I don't know.
It could be a rather musky move.
And you said also Karter is verified on Twitter. Maybe he paid the $8. I don't know.
Who knows? What I do know for sure is that this is not a verified championship. That chop had a bit of a snowflake's edge to it. Huh?
Well, you said it, not me. But what I was going to say is clearly Cole Karter here with the strength advantage. We do know he has the wrestling advantage. He's been wrestling much longer than Randy Wentworth here. Look at Wentworth here running like a scolded dog around the outside of the ring here.
Well, much longer is up for debate. I mean, and I say that because Wentworth has been wrestling for about a year. Cole Karter's been wrestling for 2 years, but certainly those 2 years of experience are experience in places that I think Wentworth would love to be.
Good point, GP, but if you look at Cole Karter, it looks like way more than 2 years to me. He gets a big boot up there right across the face.
Look at that.
Oh, and a huge flying crossbody, hooks the outside leg, and that might do it. No!
Well, I totally agree with you. The places that Cole Karter has been in those 2 years literally gives him double, triple, maybe even quadruple the experience as one Randy Wentworth. Now, not knocking the experience there that Wentworth has had on Snowflake Mountain, but Snowflake Mountain doesn't exactly have the wrestling caliber of some of the other places that Cole Karter has been.
Face first into the top turnbuckle, and then a neck breaker there from Randy Wentworth. Just rocked Cole Karter.
But think about this, though. With all of that said, all the places that Karter has been and currently part of the factory in AEW, if Randy Wentworth gets the win over Cole Karter tonight, you got to think that Wentworth might want to make his way into some other venues.
Perhaps he does here, and you see Randy Wentworth yelling at the crowd here as they're booing him. Cole Karter, though, gets a boot up right in the midsection, but a big right hand there from Wentworth.
You know, the other side of this is this. If Wentworth loses this matchup, even though it's a non-title match, you got to think, obviously, Cole Karter should get a shot at the Verified Championship, whether he meets Wentworth's criteria or not.
You would think so. Oh, wait a second. Oh, just into a rear chinlock. I thought he was going to punch him in the back there.
Wentworth, I tell you, is some kind of obnoxious, and that's okay. Cole Karter doesn't mind obnoxious. Cole Karter simply wants to get a win by any means. And speaking of by any means necessary, Randy Wentworth, I tell you.
I talked about the strength advantage here for Karter, but that was a pretty strong move there from Randy Wentworth.
It was a very strong move from Wentworth. And think about it, Wentworth trained by one of the most successful tag teams in pro wrestling history. That would be Bully Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys. So he knows what he's doing in this ring, and it probably explains why he can be so antagonistic at times.
I think the referee told him to open up that closed fist, and he just looked at him and said, okay, and then just closed it anyway.
That is a trademark of the Dudleys. No doubt about that.
Absolutely. Now he gets Cole Karter back up to his feet in the corner.
And now he's measuring Karter.
Oh, going for a big chop, but Karter out of the way and just peppered him with that knife-edge chop. You could hear it echoing throughout District Atlanta.
That chop went all the way to Snowflake Mountain. Oh my God!
Big block there for Cole Karter and nearly decapitating Randy Wentworth with these series of lariats and then a pump kick right to the nose.
Cole Karter is on fire right now, and could Karter continue his winning streak here at Championship District Wrestling? Big power slam.
Great power slam with such speed too. Hooks the outside leg, but give it up to Wentworth there, getting that left shoulder up.
I'll tell you what there, Cole Karter, I don't even know if he's thinking about the Verified Championship, though I certainly know that he would not mind wearing gold of any kind, including a championship that he really does qualify for.
This crowd firmly behind Karter right now as he gets Wentworth up, fireman's carry position. What's he got in mind here? Oh, right to the eyes, out of the view of the referee.
Certainly.
And again, trying to plant him face first on the top turnbuckle, but it didn't work that time as Karter got the boot out there. And now back up again, fireman's carry position. Oh, into the cover, almost a TKO it looked like. And he might be TKO'd.
He put some stank on that one.
And that's it. Cole Karter is now 2-0 here in CDW. What a match.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, representing the factory, Cole Karter.
I don't know if you noticed that, but Wentworth just came to and tried to kick out, but he wasn't being pinned anymore. The match is over. He's just realizing it.
I'll tell you what, this is probably why Wentworth did not want to put the championship on the line, because we have a new Verified champion at this point. Cole Karter with a massive win here at CDW over Randy Wentworth, and you gotta wonder. Oh wait.
Is he shooing him away here?
He might be shoveling him away.
There you go. Cole Karter celebrating with the crowd here, this great crowd here at District Atlanta. And of course, representing the factory here tonight. Great matchup.
Big matchup there for Cole Karter, and I'm sorry to jump on you there, I apologize. But yeah, he might have sent Wentworth packing back to a space of verification, dare I say.
Well, still got a couple big matches left, GB. Here we go.
We certainly do, and maybe you can get a shot at the Verified title.
I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
All my 200 followers, yeah. Here we go, GB. Barry Morales making his way to the ring.
And Barry Morales is not very...
Oh, hang on. Call him for the mic.
It's audience here, so I'm gonna do it again with my own song, by myself.
Apparently the music wasn't up to his liking. The crowd's into it.
So Shaloncé Royale earlier was able to sing her own theme song. I think that Barry Morales is rolling in that same space.
I mean, does that count as singing?
Way better, right? You want to tell him it's not?
No. Yeah, we're good. Interesting. That was an interesting entrance, though, for Barry Morales.
I'll tell you, you never know what you're going to get here at CDW.
Well, he's about to take on the legendary Suicide. Of course, you know Suicide from TNA, Impact Wrestling, and all over the indies for the last several years. And last month, if you'll recall, Barry Morales specifically calling for the mic and calling out Suicide for this matchup here tonight.
Well, I guess if you call somebody out, you can create your own music, and I think that's what Barry Morales did. Oh, wow.
And here he is, Suicide, here at District Atlanta. Of course, once again, we are joined by Steven Jensen from Fightful.com. And Steven, this one is going to be awesome.
Man, I'm looking forward to this a lot. It is wild. I'm here for a Suicide match. I remember playing as this man in the video game for Impact Wrestling back in the day. A video game come to life, and very, very cool to be seeing him live here at CDW.
Well, you know, it's funny that you mentioned that. One of the few things that happens in wrestling, we often see wrestlers looking to become active players in video games, but it's a rare moment when someone literally leaps off of the page from a video game to become an active wrestler, and that is how Suicide was born.
Referee Lou Santiago drew the straw for this matchup, calls for the bell. Suicide getting this crowd into it. The crowd's getting fired up here.
And I'm excited about this one, and I know you are as well, Steven. This is going to be really, we probably need to go to Hartfield Jackson and get on air control, because this is going to get crazy.
Yes, and Morales is someone I've been keeping my eye on as well, so this is a great matchup you're about to see.
Yeah, we've been following Morales here for a while, the last few years, and certainly he's been a staple here in CDW, one of the most experienced members on the roster, and he's got a major chip on his shoulder, which is why he called out Suicide.
Going for a collar and elbow, and it wasn't a collar and elbow. It turned more into a side headlock there with Suicide on the advantage. And, of course, Morales is someone we've seen all over the indies. We've seen him pop up from time to time in AEW as well. And, of course, a lot of people say he's a young version of Juventud Guerrera.
Certainly.
Yes, the juice.
The juice. Will the juice be loose tonight? A snapmare takeover from Suicide into the headlock here. But Morales right by the ropes there. Smart move. Putting his legs on the ropes. Suicide had to break the hold.
Absolutely, and this is a real challenging space, I think, for both Suicide and Barry Morales. Morales, in most cases, is in the ring with folks that he has more experience with, but that's not necessarily the case with Suicide in this space. Again, Suicide leapt out of a video game back in 2008, which is right around the time that Barry Morales started wrestling.
Barry Morales now leapfrog over Suicide. Woo. These guys might be oh, look at this, head scissors takeover there. I was going to say they're doing so much to avoid touching each other.
Absolutely.
They finally made some contact there. And now a monkey flip there from Suicide nearly sent Morales out of the ring.
And a big arm drag there.
These guys are quicker than a hiccup, GB.
I love it. Don't say that too loud, I might get the hiccups.
And look at this. Both guys with the same idea, stopping each other's moves. Oh! Morales almost avoided the trip there, but Suicide barely caught the foot.
But he caught just enough to knock Barry Morales off of his game.
And you see the frustration on the face of Barry Morales.
So, Steven, I'm curious, what do you think Suicide needs to do to be able to get the win in this matchup?
Oh, look at this. Real quick, sorry to interrupt, but a sign of respect here is kind of rare for Barry Morales. Oh, that's a little more like it.
Yeah, that is a lot more like it.
Yeah, and to answer your question, you know, it's tough because normally I'd say Suicide would have the speed advantage. He definitely has the veteran advantage. So that's where I think it's going to be the key for him is his veteran instincts, maybe getting the best of Vera Morales. But Morales' speed and what we've seen so far, I mean, this is a very evenly contested matchup so far.
It certainly is. You know, you had Suicide again debuting in 2008. Vera Morales debuting in 2009. These guys literally are almost mirror images of each other, with the exception of, again, we don't know when Suicide was born. He was born in a video game.
Exactly.
Yeah, the distinct advantage there for Suicide. A lot of unknown about him, which is tough for his opponents.
It certainly is.
Oh, look at this. Fireman's carry position, almost like an airplane spin here. Now he's going to reverse it, going the other way.
And that's the crazy thing. You're literally going to see things from Suicide that you'd only see in a video game, but he literally brings that to life here. Again, former X Division champion. This guy has done all sorts of things in this business, and now this great match. And look at this. Vera Morales is clearly off his game right now.
Yeah, Suicide scrambled the brains there of Vera Morales, and now,
wow.
Just dropped him backside first, center of the ring, and that's smarts right there.
Jeez.
My goodness. Vera Morales might not know where he is right now. He's got to go outside the ring here to kind of collect his thoughts.
Meanwhile, Suicide giving his audition for the World Cup.
Uh-oh. Oh, heads up, heads up. We talked about these guys flying earlier. Oh, heads up again.
Good Lord. Oh, my God.
Vera Morales with a drop kick through the ropes. Just sent Suicide ribs first right up against the steel guardrail.
And that is a game-changing maneuver for sure. Advantage Vera Morales.
Morales now getting Suicide back to his feet. Gonna send him against one of the beams here inside District Atlanta. And those things are concrete. They're not gonna move.
When humans meet beams, beams always win. Same for video game characters.
Right. Suicide in trouble now as he took a kick to the side of the head there from Morales. Morales just stalking him now on the outside. And now right up against the guardrail. Heads up now. Oh! Look out in the front row. They're getting a little close-up view. They're getting their money's worth here tonight. And the referee now up to a 6 count.
Yeah, these guys have got to get back in this ring or this thing could be over as quick as it started.
The referee doesn't want to have to count him out. He's letting them know.
Being super lenient with that count, and I understand why.
Now Morales gets Suicide back in the ring. Now Morales with the advantage. And are you kidding me?
Wow. Can't be doing that against Suicide.
Absolutely. Oh, my God.
He can be doing that, though.
Woo! He's got to be out. How can anybody not be knocked out from that?
Yeah, that was crazy.
And Morales not going to go for the pin here. But Suicide, perhaps the mask maybe absorbed some of that. Maybe that's helpful when you get kicked in the head. I don't know.
The real challenge, though, is it happened from behind, so he didn't see it coming. He couldn't prepare for it.
Vera Morales with the lethal feet. We say this every month about Morales. Another lateral press here. Will it be enough?
Count of 2.
Not quite. Suicide still able to kick out after those shots to the head.
It's crazy. Vera Morales, of course, is internationally known, but I'll tell you, he wants this win over Suicide.
Oh, look at this octopus stretch here.
Wow.
Look at that, and Suicide's slightly bigger than Morales, so that's a lot of weight for Morales to have to carry right there.
It certainly is, but look at that comeback there from Vera Morales.
A shotgun drop kick from Morales. Gets the advantage right back, hooks the outside leg.
Count of 2.
And still not going to be enough.
So let me ask you this, Steven. What do you think Morales has to do at this particular point? We're getting deep into this match. What do you think he has to do to overcome Suicide?
I think he's got to stay with that pressure on just like he's doing. I think he was really smart to take advantage of the
Wait, look at the mask. He's trying to take off the mask.
Mask him.
Are you kidding me?
Now, Vera Morales knows just how sacred the mask is in Lucha Libre culture for sure, and he would love nothing more than to really dishonor Suicide.
Absolutely. What an insult.
And great timing with your question as well, Gerard, because that might be one of the keys to victory. If he can get Suicide worried about that mask, you might be able to get some openings here.
Absolutely. Great point there. Again, that's Steven Jensen joining us from Fightful. They're doing amazing things covering this wrestling business. Oh my God.
Suicide went for a senton, but luckily for Morales, he got the knees up just in time.
Smart move there by Morales. Will that be enough? Count of 2. So again, make sure you guys are checking out all that Steven's doing over at Fightful.com. Just incredible things that are happening over there. You guys cover the wrestling business, I think, better than just about anybody.
Oh man, I appreciate the kind words very, very much. And here for this match, I think Barry Morales is doing a really, really good job just staying on top of Suicide. You can't give him any distance. He's giving him some distance right now. This might backfire.
Building up a head of steam here, charges in. Oh, how about that?
Worked out great.
Almost like a flipping senton of sorts. I'm not sure what to even call that, but look at this. Oh, the low clothesline. And did you see the back of Suicide's head bounce off the mat there? A pin attempt.
Count of 2.
After all the damage to the head and that whiplash off the mat, just, oh man, I can't believe he's able to kick out.
Well, Suicide barely kicked out of that, that's for sure. And again, Morales, no wasted motion in this match. He has really stayed on him, and I think this goes back to the challenge that he made. He wants to prove that he is absolutely better than Suicide.
What a suplex right in the center of the ring, and looks like Barry Morales, you saw the hand gesture there. I think he's calling that this is going to be it as he heads up top, but he's taking a bit too long as Suicide saw it coming and cuts him off in his tracks.
Suicide took some time to try to power up there and now be able to kind of get some energy back. But again, Morales is meeting him right there at the pass. Oh, big shot there.
Suicide hit hard now, center of the ring. Morales is going to fly, looks like, but maybe not. I spoke too soon. Whoa! What a throw there, an overhead throw from Suicide. The cat-like reflexes as he pounced right back up on the second turnbuckle, and he threw Barry Morales from the top rope all the way across the ring, and look at Morales.
I definitely think that one turned the tide and changed the momentum of this match, but can Suicide follow that up? That's the question.
It feels like a real reset right now. They're kind of both back to even. This is really anyone's match at this point.
Absolutely. Can Suicide do what he needs to do? Here we go.
Oh, back elbow there from Suicide right to the jaw of Morales, and now Suicide up and over. Morales charges in. Oh! Palm strikes there right to the chest of Morales, and now he sweeps out the legs. Morales in trouble.
Morales is in big trouble now as the tide has definitively turned in favor of Suicide.
Heads up, Suicide charges in. Nobody home, though. Morales able to escape. Charges in as well. A stomp there from Suicide, a shotgun drop kick. Nearly sent Morales out of the ring.
Certainly did. Here's a count.
Suicide with another pin attempt.
Count of 2.
Morales awfully close to the ropes there, but he was still able to get that shoulder up regardless. And I tell you what, ever since Morales made the challenge last month, we knew that this was going to be an incredible matchup. I've been chomping at the bit all month long for this match right here.
Absolutely, and it is living up to the bill, no doubt about it.
Both men in a very precarious position. Oh, sunset flip, looking for a powerbomb off the second rope, but Morales hanging on, and fists are flying there to the head of Suicide.
Morales holding on for dear life there, and look at that.
Oh, he got caught. He was going for a hurricanrana off the second turnbuckle, but he got caught in the strength of Suicide now, just powering up.
Poison Rana!
Poison Rana, and he stuck the landing as Suicide's head planted firmly on the mat. That's got to do it.
Wow.
Are you kidding me?
That was insane there from Morales. What a way to counter a counter. That's exactly what he did there.
That was incredible, and from our vantage point, we saw the top of Suicide's head hit firmly on the mat, so the fact that he was able to kick out, I just can't believe it.
It's amazing considering what he's gone through, getting thrown around on the post on the outside, getting kicked in the back of the head. Poison Rana still getting up for more. I mean, this is a great showing from Suicide.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This guy's incredible. Oh, what an innovative move there from Suicide.
And now Suicide is ready to head back to the top.
This could be the opening now that Suicide needs. Morales is not moving. He's laying in the center of the ring, and Suicide maybe playing to the crowd a little too much, taking a little too much time, but here he is, top rope.
That.
Oh!
There it is.
A flying swanton there. He's going to pin him. Are you kidding me?
Got him.
Wow. He got him. Barry Morales calls out Suicide, but he can't get the job done, and Suicide comes away victorious. What a match. That was incredible, guys.
Incredible match.
A massive win there for Suicide with that swanton bomb. It was a crazy match, lived up to the billing, no doubt about it. Barry Morales, nothing to be ashamed of, an amazing and an impressive showing, but Suicide had all that it took tonight here to walk away with the W.
I really thought that Suicide might be taking too big of a risk there, taking a little too much time. But he was still able to pull off that swanton. And Morales still trying to get his wits about him here in the ring. But again, like you said, GB, what an effort. What an effort from Morales. Nothing to be ashamed of.
Absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. And what an honor to have you with us here, Steven Jensen, sitting in from Fightful. Let people know how they can get a hold of you, man.
Oh, thanks, guys. You can check out all our stuff over at Fightful.com. My Twitter is FightTalk_FIGHT_TALK_. And Brandon and Gerard, I really appreciate you guys. It was an honor for me to be a part of the show with y'all, and I hope to do it again.
Absolutely, man. It's been an absolute blast. And you know what? It's main event time here at CDW.
Let's get it done.
What in the world is going on back there?
I don't know. It's clearly not safe back here in the locker room. Is this like a takeover from Control Your Narrative?
We see CYN shirts all over the place. Some of those guys look familiar, like former ring crew here at CDW. You got Artois leading the way. Fodder, Psycho Boy Fodder. He's in our main event. He's coming out any minute now.
I mean, it's clear that the Kool-Aid has been drunk, and this is terrible. It's terrible.
This is why we still have a main event to get to.
Well, indeed, it is main event time, and
well, now wait a second, GB. That's Fodder. And you know,
Fodder.
We saw what happened in the back. Psycho Boy Fodder, we just saw what happened in the backstage area, which was absolutely insane. Yeah. But then we saw him walking down here in a new outfit, new ring attire. Angelina Love, it's a Psycho Girl. Now, that was definitely not what she was wearing earlier.
No, it's not. And I never knew that there was a connection between Angelina Love and Psycho Boy Fodder. What's really going on around here?
I'm not really sure what to make of this. Does this mean she's just aligned with Psycho Boy Fodder? Is she aligning with CYN? I don't know what to make of this. We do know that Fodder is in our main event taking on the Factory's QT Marshall here tonight. So your guess is as good as mine, but Angelina Love making her second appearance here tonight.
Yeah, I'm really shocked, and I'm hoping that before the night is over, we get some answers to this, because something is going on, and it's clear. I mean, they literally ran roughshod there through the locker room, as we just saw, and now we're sitting here in this space where Psycho Boy Fodder now is with the Psycho Girl. I'm shocked.
Yeah, I can't believe what we're seeing here. But this is going to be good. This main event time we saw last month, Nick Colorado from the Factory getting beat down by numerous members of CYN. And towards the end there, we saw Psycho Boy Fodder right to the camera calling out this man, QT Marshall.
The Factory's had some controversial moments, but one thing that's not controversial is the fight for Atlanta, the fight for the home promotion. And I'll tell you what, QT Marshall was not a fan of what CYN did to the Factory last month, and he's here fighting for their honor.
And you know, a lot of times when we see QT in action, we see other members of the Factory flanking him at the left and the right. We know Karter was here earlier tonight. I'm not too sure how many other members of the Factory, if any, are in the building tonight, and that could be a problem for QT, as we know there are multiple members of CYN here tonight.
It certainly could be a big problem. problem. And again, like you mentioned, there's normally somebody assisting, helping, working out with QT. I'm sure the addition of Angelina Love into this contest is a bit distracting for sure for QT Marshall.
Well, Fodder now on the outside, going to delay, maybe play some mind games here with QT. QT looking a little frustrated.
And rightfully so. Frustrating, I'm sure. But now QT Marshall is sitting here trying to, now he's ready.
Get your ass in here and get what's coming to you.
QT firing up this crowd as he shouts at Fodder on the outside.
I'll tell you what, there's a lot of tensions coming into this one, especially after what just happened.
As you recall, QT main eventing our first show in a great tag team matchup, teaming with Anthony Ogogo against the Workhorsemen, and now he's back here tonight in show number 4 after being called out last month by Psycho Boy Fodder.
And it's very clear where the people lie. They are totally and firmly behind QT Marshall.
And I got to tell you, it's a little interesting to hear them behind somebody from the factory.
Certainly
but that
is.
just tells you how much everybody despises CYN.
Well, and really that's been kind of the theme for the night. You know, we saw Cole Karter here, and he was loved by the fans. And again, he's not always been fan-friendly, but here in this space, it almost seems like there are some lines being drawn in the sand between, say, the factory and
You know, we've been so excited for this main event all month long, and I'm just wondering if we're ever going to get the match started here with Fodder on the outside.
I gotta think that this is all a mind game from Fodder.
Oh, absolutely.
And one thing we know about CYN, mind games is what they like.
You're being a little bitch.
Oh, QT Marshall just saying it like it is.
Well, there it is.
And the crowd following suit here. Fodder now on the ring apron. And it's perhaps he's going to get in the ring here. Maybe not. Oh, look at this. QT's going to help him in. Whoa, and what a move. Bringing him over the top rope. And Paul Santo, our official, calls for the bell and a big right hand in the corner by QT Marshall.
Well, you know, there's a song that says, I get by with a little help from my friends. And I don't know that Fodder would continue QT a friend, but I would consider QT a friend. But QT is ready to get this beating and this party on the road.
Now since Fodder crossing a big area there from Marshall, taking down the member of CYN, Psycho Boy Fodder.
Psycho Boy Fodder continues to make a name for himself here in this business, and certainly here in CDW. He has been a regular here, representing Control Your Narrative, being extremely aggressive like what we're seeing right now, and regularly being on the winning side of several matches. This is clearly, though, the biggest match in his career, no question.
QT ducks a chop and hits a chop of his own. Now he's in control here, sends Fodder across into the ropes. Big back elbow right to the teeth of Fodder.
I think about this, QT Marshall has really waited his entire career to be able to be in some of the positions that he's in right now. The last thing he wants to see happen is to see someone like Psycho Boy Fodder literally take that particular spot and his accomplishments away from him.
Just stomping on the fingers of Fodder there. Big right hand again to the jaw. Has Fodder reeling in the corner.
And QT Marshall is kind of really putting the boots right now to Fodder, trying to really teach him a lesson in respect that we've not necessarily seen.
Ooh, what a thud. Sometimes you hear a big smack. That was just a solid thud right there.
And the people are calling for it, so silence, punks.
Oh, he missed with that chop. And now a right hand, a couple of body shots here from Fodder to Marshall in the corner.
I thought we might be getting a chop, but not necessarily the key.
Oh, there it is. There's the chop you were waiting for.
My goodness.
And the crowd does not agree. They did not like that one bit.
Yeah, I think we're going to get it now.
But they're coming alive for QT here. Here we go.
Silence, punks.
The crowd in the seats down low and the crowd up on the balcony just ate that up. Just loving it. Oh, beautiful delayed vertical suplex there. Hooks the outside leg.
Count of two.
Not quite as Fodder able to kick out after that brutal chop there for QT Marshall.
QT Marshall putting in work right now on on Psycho Boy Fodder.
Fodder just gets rocked again with that right hand. Gonna get sent across. No reversal by Fodder. And look at this. Don't forget about Angelina on the outside as she grabs the foot there.
The Psycho Girl.
That's right. Angelina Love. Now referred to as a Psycho Girl.
Oh no.
Uh-oh, QT going outside after. I don't think she realized it.
What do you think you're doing? I got a lot of female students that'll come knock you out.
Uh-oh. QT letting her know, but QT getting a little too distracted. No, he's not. He blocked a shot from Fodder and caught him with another right hand.
So let's just call a spade here. At this point, QT Marshall has been dominating this matchup here.
Face first goes Fodder right off the ring apron, courtesy of QT Marshall. You heard him threatening Angelina Love. I've got a ton of female students that can come out here and knock you out.
And he does. He does. There's no doubt about that. These people love, his students love him, and many of them are here tonight. And so now they certainly are not going to let things go down the way that our Fodder would like for them to go down. And they'd like control your narrative to take over. But that's not going to happen.
You see QT here. Yeah, you see QT looking out the side of his eye, keeping an eye out now on the Psycho Girl, Angelina Love. And again, it was just enough of a distraction there for Fodder to take advantage.
And maybe we now understand why the Psycho Girl is indeed here. I still love it.
DDT from the second rope there.
Suspended DDT there. And now, you know, we've been wondering what in the world the connection is. I'd still like to know what Psycho Boy offered Angelina Love to become the Psycho Girl.
That's a good question. We tend to have more questions than answers here, folks.
We certainly do.
We need to find this out after the show, perhaps, what Psycho Girl is doing here with Fodder.
Yeah, there's definitely a purpose, no doubt about it. I mean, she changed her gear. She's added the name of Psycho Girl to her. This is interesting. We don't see her align with a lot of people. Look at this.
Look at this with the referee distracted. She's using the bottom rope to choke QT Marshall. And now Fodder going to take advantage of the outside interference. Face first goes Marshall off the top turnbuckle.
And things are getting very, very interesting right now here as Psycho Boy Fodder, thanks to the help there on the Psycho Girl, is in control.
Fodder now taking Marshall on a tour of the ring. And now he's going to rake his eyes right across the top rope there. You mentioned earlier how it seemed like QT was dominating this matchup, and of course the tide has turned ever since Angelina Love got involved.
Absolutely, and that's, again, one of the reasons why I think Fodder has connected with her. Fodder has certainly got the person advantage out here, and now he waited long enough for her to turn.
Oh! QT just got turned inside out.
Good grief, that was scary.
My goodness, the force with that whip there from Fodder, turning QT inside out. Look at the lower back there. Now the pain he's in right now.
Absolutely. And here's one of the crazy things. You know, when you get whipped with that kind of velocity, you don't get to control what your body does. And that's what happened with Marshall, but Marshall continuing to fight.
You're right, Jimmy, and that is so dangerous when you lose control and don't know how you're going to land. Big back elbow there from Fodder, right to the teeth. And now he's going to go for a pin here. Hooks the outside leg. No.
Got him too.
QT able to kick out just barely, and you see Angelina Love arguing with the referee, Paul Santa. By the way, Paul Santa, who's working for free tonight after,
which is great,
after a run-in with Jameson Ryan from BGU earlier.
Wow.
But he's been doing his job, and he's been doing a great job.
He certainly has.
Snapmare takeover there from Fodder. Oh, the snap of the neck to QT Marshall. Just a stump for good measure. Uh-oh.
And the big elbow there, and QT's in trouble. But look, what do we have? What?
Okay.
So this is also interesting. One thing I have not considered.
Oh, Penitent, hang on. Not yet.
I wonder if perhaps Psycho Boy Fodder has enlisted the help of Angelina Love because of the level of experience that she has. She has gone into multiple companies. In those companies, she's really turned on people. She's managed to get management on her side. She has managed to turn the tide in a lot of wrestling companies. Could that be why she's partnering with Psycho Boy Fodder?
That's a great point, GB. Oh, what a collision there. Psycho Boy Fodder gets the back elbow up and just clean the clock of QT Marshall. And now, leg drop right across the throat. One more for good measure. And QT's in trouble here.
He certainly is.
He's in big trouble. And a big leg drop now. The third one for good measure. Try to pin him here. Outside leg hook one more time. No, left shoulder fired up off the mat. QT off the mat.
Digging in super deep here. And again, this is where Filto is going to be tested. He managed to turn the tide, and now he's putting punishment. But now, how can you close out QT Marshall? I don't know that Filto's been in a moment where he's had to have this kind of a challenge before. We're finding that out right now.
QT sent across. Ooh, another powerful whip there from Psycho Boy Fodder.
I mean, he whipped him so powerfully that the ring literally moved.
Let's hear it for him. Let's hear it for him.
These guys are holding nothing back. What a physical matchup here. Stomping a mud hole, so to speak here. Fodder is to QT Marshall right to the chest, going to cave his chest in.
Yeah, Marshall's in trouble. The factory's in trouble. QT's going to have to do something here.
Oh, QT, just in the nick of time, gets that boot up.
Absolutely big boot there for QT Marshall. And now Marshall's trying to shake off the cobwebs, trying to go ahead and regroup, reboot, reset, and get some more power to take on Fodder.
QT blocks a punch, hits one of his own, blocks another, hits another right hand. Blocks one again. A series of right hands now. Great flurry of offense here from QT, but a reversal by Fodder. Oh, big forearm right under the chin, and a lariat from QT Marshall.
And it certainly looks like the tide has turned.
Heads up. Oh, a springboard into a step up enziguri. What athleticism from QT Marshall. Look what he's calling for.
He's calling for the cutter.
This could be it. This could be it.
It was officially handed to him by Diamond Dallas Page, and look at what Fodder did.
Angelina Love pulling Fodder out of the ring just as QT was calling for the diamond cutter. That was going to put this match away.
It certainly was, but look at this. Look at this. The Psycho Girl is holding on to the Psycho Boy so that QT Marshall can get the suplex.
And QT gets hung up on the top rope. Thanks to the assist from Angelina Love, and now he gets turned inside out there from Fodder with that lariat. Uh-oh, look out. Oh! A massive Uranagi there. Is that going to be enough to put him away?
Could that be it?
Psycho Boy hooks the outside leg.
Oh! Big count. Big kick out there for QT. Unnecessary count for QT.
And you hear this crowd coming alive with that kick out. And again, it's one of those weird things, GP, when the crowd is cheering the factory here tonight.
Absolutely.
Again, I tell you, it just goes to show you how much they despise CYN here. Oh, and another massive Uranagi. Is that going to do it? Again, over the outside leg. Somehow, some way, QT digging down deep once again, firing up that left shoulder off the mat.
But now the question is, how much does QT Marshall have left in him? This is the second one of those spinning Uranagis. Whoa, did you see that? See what he said?
Wait a second.
I'm certain I saw Fodder say something to the effect of, get the chair.
Well, that's exactly what Psycho Girl just did. Angelina Love reaching under the ring, grabbing the chair there. Now wait a second, there's Karter, the member of the factory. We knew he was here tonight.
We certainly did.
Stopping Angelina Love.
Karter not going to stand for it. Wait.
Now, Angelina Love trying to get back to the ring. Karter's taking her to the back.
Now Karter's all alone. Has he lost his advantage here?
Yeah, Psycho Boy's alone, you're right. And here goes. Oh, QT turns right into a knee right in the midsection, and now.
Look at this.
Sammy Cutter. Hooks the outside leg, that's got to do it.
He got it.
And QT Marshall comes away with a huge win here with a diamond cutter to Psycho Boy Cutter. What a match.
Massive win there for QT Marshall. In the name of the factory, in the name of all things CDW, putting a necessary stop to the evil, dare I say, that is CYN controlling narrative and Psycho Boy Fodder.
You're right, GB, for the last couple of months, CYN And it's awesome to hear this crowd celebrating with QT Marshall here after this massive, massive win.
It is absolutely.
Wait a second.
What is this?
Whoa! Are you kidding me? Whoa! One of the founders of Control Your Narrative, EC3, flanked by the other members of CYN.
You're kidding me here. So we knew CYN has really been trying to do a bunch of things, but they've called him their leaders. They called him the leader, EC3.
Yeah, EC3, the essential character, is here tonight at CDW.
Whoa!
And CYN is surrounding the ring here.
Actual wrestler, QT.
And this is scary.
Actual talent, QT.
This is really scary.
And we talked about the numbers game earlier. I don't know that Karter's unable to come back out here. He was the only member of the factory here tonight.
He certainly was.
And you see him now they're jumping him. EC3, he signaled the troops there to go after QT Marshall. And they are laying the boots. CYN.
The confidence level of EC3, he turned his back while the rest of CYN is putting the boots there to QT Marshall.
QT in a world of trouble now as EC3 grabbing the chair left in the ring.
Oh no.
The chair that Angelina Love brought into play earlier.
And there is a very deliberate movements right now of EC3.
Come on, guys.
Come on, somebody
if there's
stop
anybody
this.
up to the back, I know. Oh no, wait a second. What?
Wait, what?
No way. Are you kidding me? Billy Gunn!
Are you kidding me?
Billy Gunn is in the building!
What?
Billy Gunn is here!
What?
Daddy S! Daddy S taking it to the Space Cowboy!
Oh my gosh!
CYN has been taken out. They've cleared the ring. Billy Gunn coming to the aid of QT Marshall. Are you kidding me? Holy cow! What a turn of events here at District Atlanta.
You're kidding me right now.
And look at the face of EC3 and Psycho Boy Fodder.
They did not see that coming.
I don't think anybody saw it coming.
You know, I know we wanted to see some help here, but holy cow.
This crowd is going absolutely bananas right now.
And rightfully so.
And you see EC3 holding back his troops, taking them to the back here. And QT's calling for the microphone. This is incredible.
Whoa, what a turn of events here.
Hey, Billy Gunn! Man, everybody was here because that guy was going to kill me with that chair. Thank God you hit his music. He's just the only one who come out when he hit the music, you know?
Scissor hit! Scissor hit! Scissor hit! Scissor hit! Scissor hit! Scissor hit!
Yes, I don't know if anyone else would want to do this, but I think after what just happened next month, I think maybe those two guys, EC3 and Fodder, maybe against me and my friend doing that. Well, let's see if I can convince him to do it.
If you scissor me.
You gotta be kidding me right now.
You never know what you're gonna see here.
I think I got it. Well, if you're not down with that, I got 4 words for you.
amazing show here at District Atlanta. I'm Brandon Benfield. GB, let's send him home.
Listen, you'll want to be here for the next show because that main event is going to be out of this world. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Championship District Wrestling.